What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Defend Your Units. I'm Johnny K. Picks, and alongside of me is Aaron from Free UFC Bet Picks, and we are here to break down this amazing, I believe it's 14 fight card, UFC 321. How's it going, Aaron? And are you looking forward to this one more than last week?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Doing great. It's been too long. Thanks for having me back. Now that Contender Series is over, I'm kind of back to full UFC action during those 10 weeks of Contender Series. It's so tough to have any spare time. Yeah, so
I already miss it.
I love it, but from a preparation standpoint,
it does add a little bit. I mean, I do a little bit, but nothing like UFC on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like, I just do a little bit here and there. I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to find, their first fight in whatever jungle Brazil league, whatever it's called.
Well, you've seen my write-ups I do. Like, I got to do full write-ups on all of them. And then it's good because it's built forever. If the ones that make it into the UFC have already got their prep done. But
true.
Anyway, so I miss it. And, it's immediately replaced by NBA. So it's a wonderful world.
True. Yeah, I try to replace that with like either football, college, NFL, and a little bit of soccer. So that's about it.
Love it.
I'll watch NBA, but it's just not my favorite. I don't know. I can't get into it. I like college basketball, but even that I don't really get into it. But I like it more than NBA.
Yeah, I love them both. I try not to bet too much on NBA because there's just so many variables. Clubs the night before, nagging injuries, refs that hate a certain player, like
back-to-back nights. Can't do this and that. It's just
a bunch of divas, and so, like any team can lose on any night, so that's why I love MMA so much in terms of betting.
True.
These NBA players, they make all their money, win or lose. These hardworking UFC fighters make like less than half their money if they lose, right?
They lose, yeah, that's true. All right, let's get to the chat here real quick, and then we'll get started, and we'll start talking on the way. We got Elijah on in here. What's up, Elijah? I think he was the early one. What's up? Can't wait. You said that too. We got M.A. Liron. Hub fee, Reign Supreme, okay, whatever.
Hubby, that's free UFC Bet Picks.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
A money-making unicorn. Most years. Not this year. It's a money-losing unicorn.
Well, there's still time. Still got some decent cards coming up here. We got Paku. What's up, Paku? Appreciate you coming in. Mind Freak. What's up, Mind Freak? Thanks for coming out. We got Derek, our guy. Damn, I'm going to miss this one. I'll be on this racetrack. You're going to go to the racetrack again? Dang. That's awesome. But you can always catch it later. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. What's up, Haymaker?
Is he running or is he like betting on?
I think he's like driving. Like he drives like in the race. At least that's what he was talking to me about before. And he showed me a little bit of it. It looks pretty sweet. But he like races like either his car or like one of the cars at the track. And it's like he goes around these turns and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
Wow.
Might be my first time watching Defend Your Units live. Perks of the government shutdown. All right, Scott. Appreciate you hanging out with us. We're here most every Wednesday. There are some times where I'm busy and stuff, but most of the time every Wednesday night. So definitely check us out. I'm near Toronto. Let's go Blue Jays. Blue Jays wow, we got a lot of Blue Jays. Is that big? Okay, well, I know you're near Toronto, but Mind Freak, are you just rooting for the Blue Jays because you don't like the Dodgers or don't want to see them win? I see a lot of people doing that. It's fine with me. You have your reasons. I was just curious. I am rooting for the Dodgers. They're not my team. I have my reasons. I'm from Toronto. Live in Chicago. Oh, nice. Well, I'm near Chicago.
So the Blue Jays still have Game 7, right?
No, I think it's.
Did they beat the Mariners already? Or?
Yeah. Okay. It starts Friday night, I believe.
All right. Wow. Yeah, I love the sport of baseball. I played baseball my whole life, but I don't keep up on MLB at all, as you just learned.
Yeah, I try to. Lately, I've been a little bit more, but when the Sox aren't great, it's very hard.
Playoff baseball is magical. Every single pitch, every single coach.
I do watch more playoff baseball than anything. And obviously, I go to the games too. It's super fun too. But watching it every day, it's very hard.
Yeah.
All right, first fight we'll get to right away.
Real quick, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, my friend. I think you owe me like a shot or maybe a shot and a half because I was on a dog last time I was on your show. I can't remember who it was. Maybe Melt Costa. Or maybe I feel like a C-Rod. It was a C-Rod fight.
Yeah. Now I
So
remember. I do remember.
I purposely didn't remind you because I wanted to remind you live on air.
I don't remember the fight,
I
but I
wanted to see,
remember I have to take a shot.
maybe it was
That's
like
all I remember.
Kevin Borjas or I don't
What
know.
was it? It was some weird fight. It wasn't like a super popular fight. Oh, man, maybe I'll have to think about it. It was like, it had to have been like a couple months ago too.
Yeah, I was looking through our messages to see if I could find a mention of it, but
I think we just did it on, like, we just said it on here.
yeah, but I remember
Man.
I hit you up after and I was like, when are you gonna do that? And you're like, I'll do it on our next show.
Yeah, that's why I said, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it on the show. I'm going to do it live. So why would I do it like, yeah, well,
I was on a dog and this was months ago. How much interest? How much interest have we accrued? How many
this
shots?
is the first time I got you back on since. It's not like I was holding out for like 4 times or something.
I messaged you to take it and you said, I'm going to do it on the show.
Well, yeah, because I thought it'd be a little bit more fun.
I'm just asking the chat. I'm just asking the chat how many shots they think you should take right now.
All right. Well, how many shots should I take, chat? We'll bring it up later on. Let's see. Scud says 2. All right. I could take 2, not back to back, but I'll just do it throughout. I'll do 1 in the prelims, 1 in the main card. That's what we'll do. Is that cool?
Very good. Yes.
I do have to go get some though, but I'll do it after when I tell you to go to break a fight down and I'll run away.
Sounds good.
But yeah, we'll get going. Like I said here, we got 14 fights. So we got Jacqueline Amorim versus Mizuki Inui, whatever, however you want to say it. I'm gonna go get something and I'll let you start. I'll be right back.
Right on. So I'll mention that Mizuki is not trash. You know, she beat Beck Rollins back in the day. She's actually really tough to finish. She fought Grasso, Lemos without being finished. We actually had her in parlay structure. For those of you that know, we have like a safe parlay and then a couple riskier ones, but all the legs are something we consider pretty darn safe, obviously. And we had Inoue in the parlay structure last time out against Hannah Goldie. Hannah Goldie, little muscle shark. Mizuki held her own against Hannah in the cage clinch kind of exchanges. She was muscling Hannah around a little bit. You know, Hannah tried like a ton of takedowns, only landed 1. And, you know, it was a pretty impressive performance for Mizuki just to show off that strength. She's got pretty good movement on the feet, decent striking. She's not that bad. So, you know, what do we know about Amorim? Something of a gasser, not the greatest wrestling, but if she can get you down, she's got amazing jiu-jitsu. I think, you know, some bets that come to mind are like spread bets. Mizuki anyway, plus 3.5 rounds, because I could see her winning a round 3 if she's able to survive the submission threats early on, right? But I do have Amorim in a small parlay. Got her about a week ago. I think she gets it done. Mizuki's had long layoffs. You know, you can't judge too much off their Instagram, but since her last fight in like September 2023, I've seen not a single photo or video of her training. It seems like she's just kind of traveling around. So even though she's only 31, this feels like a retirement check fight to me. I could be wrong. I'm on Amorim, but I would offer some caution because she's not just going to throw down Mizuki. Mizuki's got decent takedown defense. Mizuki's got decent striking. And the cardio is a total unknown after these long layoffs, but I think it's safe to say that Mizuki's cardio is not significantly worse than Amorim's. So if Mizuki can keep it on the feet, it's going to be really sweaty for Amorim parlayers, including myself.
Yep. Yeah, I'm also on Jacqueline as well. And from what I heard when I was here, I do agree with all of that. Amorim is, you know, she's a grappler. She's got decent striking. Her cardio does fail her at times, we have seen, but I think it's been getting a little better. She doesn't seem like she's like, maybe slows down, but not like to the point like in the Hughes fight where she like death gassed and basically lost because of that, because she couldn't do anything after the first round. But that was a whole weird fight in the first place in the first round. So, but then you got Mizuki, you know, she's like you said, 2 years layoff. She hasn't been fighting. I think she fought 2 times in the last 5 years. But she's not bad from what, you know, before. We just don't know what we're going to get now. That's the problem. But if we get what I saw in her last fight, I mean, it could be a close fight. I just think Amorim is just a little bit better. On the feet, I do think it's close. On the ground, I would give the advantage to Jacqueline. I think she's a little more dangerous. but will this fight get to the mat? I think it does one way or another. Maybe Mizuki shoots, and we'll see what happens. Because I mean, Mizuki's not going to try to knock her out or anything. She's not one of those kinds of fighters. She wants to, she has 9 submissions on her record, so she's going to try to get this fight to the mat. But it might not be a good idea for sure, because Jacqueline's, I think, a little bit better grappler. But
I would assume that in a way's corner, her game plan would be to try to draw the fight out. Round 1, I would assume, going to keep her at the end of her jab, keep her ass behind her, and not let Jacqueline get her arms around her hips, right? So I could see her just trying to stretch the fight out, keep distance, skirt around. We're in a big cage here. That should give her a little more space, obviously, right? So
true.
I don't think she'd go in there trying to like light her up. Quite the opposite.
Yeah. This is just an interesting, because we just don't. It's the unknowns. It's the unknowns that make it interesting. I don't know what we're going to see from Mizuki. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to see from Morium. So I'm just going to go with that. But even if she didn't, let's say she fought a year ago, I'd still would pick Jacqueline, but I would maybe just disagree with the line a little bit more. Because I mean, minus 400, minus 425, I get it to a point, but Jacqueline better be getting that sub to to pay for that cost. Which I think she can, but will she? That's the problem.
Yeah, I think she absolutely can. Yeah, I'm torn on like DFS. If Jacqueline's going to be worth paying up for that price, it's really boom or bust.
Yeah, I think I would rather. If we're looking at like the same, I'd rather do a couple fighters coming up here around the same price, probably.
It's just a little tough, because I like Maxima, like some of the guys coming up, but like a lay and pray decision where we got that round 1 upside for Jacqueline. That's a tough one. So yeah, exciting fight to start the night. Hopefully.
We shall see. Let's see. I did end up getting some E.H. Taylor.
Nice.
If anyone is familiar with that, it's a Buffalo Trace Distillery whiskey, 50% alcohol. It's good, very smooth. I'll be taking a shot of that here shortly. Just got to get all pumped up for it. Haymaker says, I saw a picture of Dern in her pool, and then someone commented I wanted that bath water. I don't know, but were they taking it seriously? Yeah, it looked like she was having fun with her interviews in the embedded or whatever, and then Verna was just all business. So hey, it is what it is. Pay-per-view send off for this girl I've never seen fight. Yeah, maybe this could be her last one. Who knows? What's up, Mr. Nice Guy?
Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, appreciate you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll mention too, it's not like Mizuki's been off for a long layoff because she can only fight in Asia or something. Her last 2 fights were in Vegas. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know if she was hurt. I don't think I saw anywhere why she took the layoff. Maybe a little bit of both. Usually it's something to do with an injury or something like that. But
yeah.
Jacqueline has an 80% finish rate, solid BJJ, but she also has a ground striking advantage. The odds make sense. I mean, I think they're okay. Yeah. I mean, I keep going back and forth whether I like it or not. So basically, I probably don't mind it. So it's probably right, or right around it being right. Round 3, like last card. Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 round 3 finishes last card, but last card was an anomaly. We'll just leave it at that.
I like where Haymaker's head's at, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely could. There's a lot of fights here. We'll get into them. I think that could potentially end in round 1 or maybe round 3. But we got the next one's going to be Azat Maxim versus Mitch Raposo. I'll go ahead and start. Maxim's a well-rounded guy, super good striking. He's technical, good, decent power, quick hands. He can be a little hittable sometimes, but he is durable. Solid grappler too, but he likes to keep it on the feet. Good takedown defense. Solid cardio too. And Mitch is pretty much the opposite. He's a grappler, grinder guy. He does have okay striking with some power, but he uses it basically to set up his takedowns. Good cardio. He can get a little sloppier the longer the fights go, but I mean, it's nothing crazy. But yeah, it's a striker versus grappler, but I do think Maxim, he's not a fish out of water if he gets taken down. I think he can scramble back up. But I like him way better in the striking department. He's going to be a little bit taller, I think a 3 or 4 inch reach advantage as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I do like that. Yeah, 2 inches taller and about 5.5 inches of reach advantage. So I do like that a lot for him. So give me maximum win. I think this fight does go to decision. I think Mitch does probably get a takedown here or there, but he's just not going to do too much with it. And I think Maxim's just going to be outstriking him and pretty much winning. I mean, maybe he catches him early, but I don't think Maxim. I don't think he gets a finish. I think it's going to be a pretty much clear 29-28 or 30-27 decision. What do you think?
I think Maxim's going to win pretty easy. I might parlay up like his spread even because I think he could win quite dominantly here.
Yeah.
Like you said, if Mitch gets takedowns, as that's going to pop right back up. But I mean, takedown defense of Maxim versus Sumudaerji is night and day. I don't think Mitch is going to get takedowns. Like you said, as that's got pretty good striking, surprising power. He dropped Charles Johnson pretty early. He lands inefficiently. He was only landing like 23% of his significant strikes against Charles Johnson, but he's kind of just like range finding, keeping you away. He's always all the way in or all the way out. And so he throws up a bunch of stuff that he knows is going to land, and he throws it half-hearted, right, on purpose. And it's almost like a feint. So he throws really inefficiently on paper, but I think he's got solid enough striking. I think Azat is a pretty good lock here. I've got him parlayed up already. I can't decide on a prop, because I could see a rear naked choke. He's got really good back takes, but I tend to lean with you as well. Decision. But I'm really hoping Azat comes through here.
Yeah.
He's got, like, we all know that he's fought really good fighters in the UFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll mention that even his last pre-UFC opponent was damn good. He was 8-0 and looked good on tape. And Maxim was just picking him apart and put him down easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was just reading what Haymaker said. I don't think Mitch is all that great. I wouldn't say he's horrible, but he's just a certain type of fighter where he has to fight certain kinds of fighters to win. Like his style, I don't think he's good enough to win very regularly with his style, but like certain fighters, yeah, he could definitely win easy, but this is not the style of fighter that you want to fight if you're Mitch right now with his style. There's just, I don't see how it would have to be a banana slip. Mm-hmm. Like I'm pretty confident Azat wins this one. Mm-hmm. So.
And, there's a mention there of a split decision.
I was going to bring that up, yeah.
Insinuating that there's some sketchy judging that could occur here, and I would tend to agree.
Yeah. Also, I think also too with Mitch, he's been a split decision like 2 or 3 times in the UFC.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
And I think he's the last 2 he lost by split. Even though I believe, if I remember correctly, I don't think it should have been unanimous. He lost.
Yeah, he got a million takedowns against Sumudaerji, but did absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
everyone kind of thought that he fairly lost that unanimously. The Lima fight, he had some decent moments, and Andre Lima's good, so like Mitch isn't terrible. We all know how good Andre Lima is, but I think Azat's just got him outclassed here, and I think if it goes down to a split decision, I think Azat's more likely to win than the American.
Yeah, I agree. Just with the striking and damage alone, I mean, Mitch isn't going to do too much damage unless he just gets on top of Azat, but I don't think so.
Even
like Azat's a better grappler. Like he's not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
So
if Mitch gets on top, I see no damage happening.
Yeah. Win an Abu Dhabi double or bet double on the Daggy. I mean, that's true. On top of that, he has the hometown judging. Yep, exactly. But next fight, we'll get right to it. Probably the people's main event already. 3rd fight of the night, and it's going to be Chris Barnett versus Hamdi Abdelwahab, whatever, how you want to say. I always just say Hamdi. That's all you really need because everybody knows Hamdi.
Yeah.
And in this championship people's main event, who do you have and why? I'm interested to see what you got for me.
I'm on Hamdi by not injuring himself during the pre-fight announcement. Pretty straightforward,
Easy.
We all love Chris Barnett. He has a soft spot in my heart because I made a reel of him back in the day after he knocked out Jean Vellante and did a backflip that went like wildly viral. It has like 100,000 likes on Instagram and millions of views. It's like my most viral thing ever. And it's all because of Chris Barnett knocking a guy out and doing a backflip. So, we all love the guy. We all love watching him. He's crazy athletic. Like he's a true anomaly how athletic he is with that much extra, I don't know, extra protection around his belly, and so he's got danger. He knocked out Jake Collier as a big underdog. He can high kick anybody, but I think Hamdi's durable enough, got good enough cardio, good enough on the feet, could probably get a takedown. So I'm on Hamdi. I got Hamdi parlayed up here, and hometown edge could be relevant here, but I'd find that really surprising if it was necessary.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a wild fight for the first 3.5 minutes. And then if it gets out of that 3 or 3.5 minutes, this is going to be the most boring, sloppiest heavyweight fight you're probably going to see in your lifetime. So however you want to root for this fight, like that is what's going to happen here. I am picking Hamdi as well, just because he can get a takedown, like you said, if he wants to. We haven't really seen too much of it, obviously, in the UFC yet. But, I mean, his striking is more, if you want to say technical, just because Barnett is just a wild and crazy kind of guy. Spinning, he just throws bombs, haymakers, and then he just pulls out a jumping knee or a spinning attack, and then he might land. He probably won't, but, I mean, he might. He did that one time. So
you can say Hamdi is more basic in a good way.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to help him here. But the cardio issues for both these guys are just insanely through the roof bad. And 3 minutes is all they got. And then after that, I mean, both these guys have a little bit of quit in them too. So it just depends on who wants to push a little bit harder. They might get the other guy to quit. And I got to go with Hamdi just because if this does get outside of round one, I swear this is going to decision because they're going to be so gassed. And they're just going to throw like little jabs here and there just to get out of the round. And they're going to have like a mutual heavyweight agreement where, hey, we tried. Nobody got knocked out early. I'm tired. Let's just try to see what happens in 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's just not twist our ankle, get our checks.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that. I'm
100%.
You know
like
me.
That's usually what happens.
I'm the over guy. Chalky overs, counterintuitive overs. I'm the overs guy, so I'm all about it. I love the way you're thinking. Yeah,
I don't even. This is probably set at 1.5, right? Has to be.
Yeah, actually,
it is -175 for over 1.5.
For over, yeah. I hate that.
I mean, it's not the greatest line, but all you have to do is sweat 3 minutes.
Yeah,
there is no way these guys have enough cardio for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No way.
Even in that Kennedy fight where Barnett hurt himself, waiting for the fight to start by jumping up and down, he still made it almost the full first round, which is kind of sad for Kennedy. But yeah, Hamdi, very durable. He took it like a deflected head kick against Jamal Pogues, didn't even blink. I've seen him take punches. So I would say
he did get a little rocked in the third round.
Upside, and it's not huge. It's not a huge finishing upside, but I think Hamdi has all of it.
Yeah. He did get a little rocked in the third round against Usman, which I think that's what cost him that fight. Because I think it was like 1-1 going in the third. He was looking good until like towards the end, I believe he just got rocked and that's what lost him the fight.
I was going to mention losing round 3 to Usman is not a good look.
No, but he does have better cardio than Barnett though.
But Usman just got busted for PEDs. When's the last time you can remember a UFC fighter getting busted for PEDs? And these guys have crazy, stuff on their back. I mean, like everyone's clearly on the.
Did you see Bruno Silva last card?
I mean,
clearly he was taking something. He looked great.
Yeah. He did.
Dude, that was bad, dude. I've never seen him have acne that bad on his back. Never.
Yeah. So if you're getting busted in this era, I think Hamdi gets a pass.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, he was busted earlier though. Remember, wasn't it after his first fight? He had to wait like 8 months or whatever.
Oh yeah, Hamdi. Oh yeah,
yeah. So he did get busted.
He's no victim.
With something.
Yeah. So
Chris Barnett won't get busted with that.
I don't think Chris Barnett's on anything.
Ain't no way. Look at that. It's all natural.
All natural.
All natural.
Yeah. So one more edge on the Hamdi column. One more tally.
But you kind of mentioned it too. If this fight does get to decision and it's super close, I bet you he just gets the nod. Where are we located?
Right. I mean,
Let's be honest.
the split decision win over Jamal Pogues was a robbery. I mean,
Yep. And wasn't that in Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia or something like that?
yeah.
If I remember correct, I can't remember exactly where, but it was somewhere over there.
Yeah.
But
Split decision over Dontel Mays. I mean, yeah. So
it's what it is.
but they're trying to get Hamdi a win.
Well, I mean, hey, you gotta have someone over there get a win, right? Because they were really trying to get. Oh, who was that guy that got knocked down like 7 times? Muhammad Yahya. The last time, dude, Jason wanted him, or whoever, I think it was Jason, wanted him to get that win, but he just couldn't. He couldn't. It's like, dude, just stop. Like, this guy's not getting a win for the UAE. There's no way.
Yeah. Well, Hamdi, yeah, I think they found Hamdi the right dance partner to get it done.
For sure. All right, before we get into the next fight, let's take it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Congratulations to whatever fight you won. We don't even remember.
Remember.
But I do remember I have to take a shot. So
I recall it was an underdog that I didn't bet on. So
who was it though?
That wasn't quite as satisfying as winning a bet, but appreciate you.
No problem. I got one more to go.
Look at that face, everybody. He had to warm up. You know, he was like pounding his chest off camera.
I might be a little crazier as the fights go on. So get ready.
All right. 2 beer money parlays this week. All right.
Yeah, we'll do it crazy. Forgot we got a couple. What's up, Alec? We got always tailing free UFC bet picks. You should. If you don't, there's something wrong with you. He makes money all the time. I know you said you haven't lately, but last card was crazy. Don't worry about it. That's an anomaly. It's an anomaly. It's gonna happen. Both might have a heart attack around 3 if this goes long. That's true. Beer time. Yep. Holy moly. Just tanking it. Yeah, it's gotta go. I know I missed someone's thing that I forgot to bring up.
That's warm whiskey too. You know, when we drink whiskey, it's straight from the freezer. So
oh yeah, this is warm. I mean, you don't want to put this one. This is a good whiskey.
Oh, I've never had good whiskey. Gotcha.
Okay,
that's why. No, Jim Beam.
No, it's nothing wrong with that. It's just nothing wrong with it. When I say good,
I've got like a Glenlivet up here on the shelf. Actually, I've had.
There you go. Yeah, when I say good, it's like the stuff that you can't buy at like Walgreens or Walmart or something like that. You have to go to the liquor store. You go to the second shelf, and you're like, oh, cool.
You never had Skull whiskey. Skull whiskey.
No. I don't even know what that is, but I know it's bad. Next one, Jose Delgado versus Nathaniel Wood. I'll go ahead and go. This was a close one for me. I kept kind of going back and forth with it, but Delgado's a dangerous striker. He's very tall, very long for the division. Good kicks, elbows, knees. Very dangerous on the feet. Okay, takedown defense. He can wrestle and grapple his way back up, but he does want to get it back on the feet and strike. Durable as well. And Wood is, he's a well-rounded guy. I mean, we know him more so for being a striker, technical, good boxing, works the body very well, good combos. But he also does have some decent wrestling, scrambling, grappling as well. He can take the back pretty well, but he's mainly a striker too. But he's also going to be a little smaller for the division, but he's used to it because normally, even in the bantamweight division, when he was a bantamweight, he was actually kind of small for that division too. So it was weird, but he's even smaller for featherweight. So 5 inches of height, I believe, 5 inches of reach that Delgado's going to have, and I think that is going to push it over the edge for me. Also with Wood, he is durable. He does recover well, but he gets cracked a lot and he drops, and that could lose him around if he's winning. So I do fear for him a touch if this fight does stay on the feet and he just wants to strike with Delgado, which I don't think he should, at least early on. He maybe try to get some takedowns early and wear him down. But I still think Delgado wins this one. I'm going to actually say he does find a KO, maybe in the second round. But I can see a decision too, just winning the moments, maybe knocking, maybe it's 1-1 going in the third and Delgado gets a knockdown in the third, and that's what does it. So something along those lines, maybe something, but I'm still going to go with the KO with Delgado. I think he's pretty good. Also, this is a step up, I will say, but styles make fights. And I think this is just going to be a bad style for Nathaniel. What do you think?
Yeah, really tough one, because Wood's got those durability concerns a little bit. He's always getting rocked and hurt, and he keeps fighting these big, powerful strikers, and he keeps finding a way to get it done. He's just tough for me to predict, at least. Delgado God, I've been hyped on him. We've all been hyped on him. Big step up here. If he runs through Wood the way he's been running through everyone else, gosh, the sky's the limit. So to me, this is one of the fights I'm looking forward to most. And I kind of like where Haymaker's head's at. If there's a fight I really want to watch, sometimes I prefer not to taint it with a bet.
Yeah.
And also, I just don't have any really good strong lean here. If I have to pick a fighter and a method and a round, I'm picking Delgado round 1 KO because, he's almost like Joel Alvarez, just with that size, that frame, those knees up the middle.
He's very dangerous.
So dangerous, and I wrote it even before, like he was in the UFC, like for a Contender Series, he seems to see things in slow motion. And I think that's the best type of fighter there is, so I'm on him. You're right that the wrestling upside is there for Wood. He's got like 9 takedowns in his last 6 fights, and Makate had Delgado's back. Connor Matthews had Delgado's back. I mean, I know for sure Wood can get him down and get his back. We can assume Delgado's going to continue improving. He's out of MMA Lab with a bunch of studs, all the best small fighters in the world. He's peaking,
all the best bantamweights.
He's peaking at the same time as Mario Batista, his training partner. So they were just helping each other the whole time. So
isn't Kyler there too?
Yeah, Kyler and Marcus McGee, and of course Sean.
There's a ton of bantamweights and featherweights galore.
Yeah, I don't. Just like imagine walking by that place if you're like a big old dude that thinks you're tough, and like there's these 5 guys that come out that are like 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", and they're like the baddest ass guys you've ever seen in your life. They could just absolutely wreck you. So, yeah, MMA Lab, dope gym. I'm on Delgado round 1 KO, but I don't know if I'm gonna have a single bet on this fight.
Yeah. I don't mind the price tag, actually. I kind of thought it was going to go up for Delgado, but I think people are realizing this is probably going to be a close fight. So he's at minus 148, which I don't mind it. I think anything over minus 150 that's where you should not bet Delgado. You should just go the other side. I think we're about where it needs to be. I think I saw it at like minus 160 at one point. I'm like, uh-oh. This might be a Nathaniel spot.
Yeah, sometimes they force your hand.
Yeah, but I think it's right now.
I think if you're picking Wood, you go Wood decision, like the submission threat there, maybe. But Wood couldn't finish Daniel Pineda at the late stage of his career.
The only thing I could see maybe like we were kind of talking about was like maybe he takes the back and he gets a submission in the 3rd round or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah.
But he's not really like the greatest submission guy. He's more position over submission. And he'll stay on top of you. He'll just keep the back, so he can take it and he wins minutes that way, which is fine. I'm not saying it's bad, but
out of 21 wins, he's got 8 decisions, 7 KOs, 6 subs. A lot of those
spread subs, out.
A lot of those subs do come early in guys' careers, I'll admit, where they're bums, right? And they just tap them out. But he's got the skills to get it done. So yeah, we'll see. Absolute star in the making if Jose gets this done.
True. Delgado, like now that you say that, Delgado kind of reminds me of like, who is he? Manel Torres a little bit, but I think a little bit more calculated and patient. Just not straight gas. He's actually going to go like gear it up a little bit, and then when the time's right, he's going to punch it.
Yeah, I like that because I can't think of a great analogy for him. He's got some Anderson Silva moments. I don't want to get carried away here, right?
Maybe a little Corey Sandhagen in him a little bit. Maybe. Yeah. He's just long and rangy. That's the thing. Like, it's going to be tough for anybody, really.
He's just so chill.
Yeah.
He's so composed and calm. Like, it's really unique.
Let's see. This is the fight Nathaniel gets put out, and I'm a Nathaniel guy. I am a Nathaniel guy as well, I will admit. And I've pretty much bet him in most of his fights. I'm not going to lie. But I can't. Not this one, unfortunately. I think just the height, the reach, the unpredictability. He's so quick on the feet too. Like I just think he cracks Wood for once. And I think this is the time. Like he said, this might be the time where the ref just calls it like, nah, you can't do it, dude. Maybe it takes 2 knockdowns, but
I guess Wood has a far shorter flight. I assume Wood trains out of UK somewhere.
Yeah, I'd assume that as well. I don't know exactly which. It just says
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
Britain
Great.
top team.
So, he's got about a third of the flight of Jose.
Yeah, that's always something that you can look into. I used to, but like I don't really too much. But there is one scenario where it does worry me, which I'll bring up in the next couple fights. Actually,
It's something I never put credence to before the fight, but then I find myself often afterwards thinking about it. Like, damn, I
yeah.
should have seen that.
Yeah, we'll get to the next one. Walter Walker versus Louis Sutherland. Who do you like?
On Walter Walker, round 1 submission. And we'll talk about that prop later on, if you know what I mean.
We can even do round 1, round 2.
Yeah, no, we could.
Because it ain't happening in round 3, I'll tell you that.
One thing that I'll mention about heel hooks is like you want them when you're dry.
Yep.
And like this guy doesn't even need to get the guy down. He'll freaking like pull guard. He'll pull heel hook. He'll go heel hook from striking. He'll go heel hook from the clinch. He says he's got heel hook setups that we haven't even seen, and he's hit 3 in a row, all different setups.
Yep.
So I think like if it's plus money, I mean, how many times is he going to have to do it until we start cashing? So
I hear you. Yeah,
it's plus 350 for him to hit the round 1 sub against a big, hulking, inexperienced, decent guy, Louis. But if you look at Louis, like think of when UFC started, or think of like 1997 UFC 20. How do you beat Louis Sutherland? You fucking grab his foot, dude. Like this guy has heel hook
grab
written
his
all over
Achilles.
Yeah. This guy's got heel hook written all over him.
I hear you. Yeah, I am also on Walker by first round sub. I think he gets it done. I just think there's a huge, gap, obviously. And then also Walker, that's his style. He's not going to try to strike with you. The only time he might is if he's tired. That was like his first fight or second fight in the UFC. Who was it against? Lucas Brzeski, that guy. Like he was getting takedowns, he just couldn't get a finish, and then like it was a sloppy fight the rest of the way, and he ended up losing. I believe, right? Did he lose?
Yeah, he did lose that, and he was a big favorite.
Yeah,
he was like minus 400 favorite in that Brzeski fight. Dude, we cashed crazy overs on the fight to go the distance, like plus 700 or something. I want to say it was, yeah, that was lovely.
But
I used to be good at betting. I know that wasn't 2025. I
remember those days. I remember those days too. I used to be pretty good.
Previous year, I know
I used to be pretty good. But Sutherland's, like you said, he's not bad. He's powerful striker. He's not super technical or anything. He's hittable when he rushes in. If he but he can wrestle. But I don't think he's going to, obviously. So he probably wants to keep this on the feet. But I think he had a better matchup in his last fight against, was it Tafa? Is that right?
Yeah.
So I think that was a better matchup for him for his UFC debut. But now Walker, I think he's going to be a little too much, especially if he gets his fights in Met, which I do think it will. So
if I could say something quickly about Louis, just because I didn't give him any shine at all, he's a thick dude. He looks all jacked. He looks like he'd just be really boxy and uncoordinated and stiff, but he's actually got surprising dexterity, surprising nuance to his striking. He's flexible. He can flash up a front kick. And he feints a lot and he mixes up his entries. He's got a much more nuanced game than you would guess if you just looked at him. But once he's in the pocket, he's a little bit stuck there. He doesn't have great footwork. He can't get out of the pocket, and he over crashes on his entries and like just runs into the guy, and it causes clinch exchanges when he's trying to go in and crack him. So he's a little more
good in this one.
Yeah, a little more polished and a little more thoughtful on the feet than you might expect, but pretty raw.
Yep.
And then he's not afraid to cage clinch. Like if he has a matchup in the UFC where he's significantly stronger than the guy, he's gonna cage clinch to a decision. He's not bashful about it. So something to keep in mind, but it's not gonna happen to Walter.
I hear you. Yeah, Walter's pretty big.
Yeah.
He's shockingly big. I was every time I'm always like, damn, this guy's big. But yeah, we both agree on that one. We got Carmi. What's up, Carmi? Red flag. I'm staying away from this fight. Okay. I think Walker is pretty. I don't want to say free. I hate saying free, but I like him a lot in this one. So y'all seen the interview where Guskov said he loves beating the pulp out of Walker and training. Walter said, "Yeah, just take it." I did not see that one. It's pretty funny though. Well, yeah, probably in the striking department because Walter's just not a striker. Like he can, but he's not a striker at all.
Yeah, Bogdan's small though, right? Like a 145er. I can't remember off.
Oh no, Guskov
Oh no,
is
Bogdan Guskov, the bald guy.
light heavyweight, right?
Of course. Yeah. The bald guy, with mad power. Yeah, I'm sure he beats the shit out of him for sure.
Yeah, especially on the feet.
I was thinking of Bogdan Grad.
Oh yeah. Okay, they look almost identical.
Like a Russian nesting doll version, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, just see Bogdan Gustav and you just take off the half and it's right there. That's grad. Ryan Matthews, what's up, man? Damn, look at these handsome stud named Johnny Cow. Oh, appreciate you. Look at you.
Oh,
don't forget about Andrew. We can't underestimate his grappling. What's up, Cody? Appreciate you hanging out, checking in on us, seeing if we're doing all right. Good luck Saturday, you too, man. Gotta get back on your show. I did well. Thank you for not inviting me last card though, because I would have been horrible. Walter said this, all the bruises from Bogdan. That's pretty funny. All right. Next fight. Interesting. We got what's his name? Abdul Al-Sawadi. It's a long name. That's why I said that. Versus Mateus Camilo. What were you gonna say?
I was blowing my lips because this is such a tough pick, not because of Al-Sawadi's name.
Oh yeah. Well, either way, because this is a tough pick for one.
Tough pick, tough name.
Two, tough name. Because I only see Al-Sawadi. I'm like, wait, what's his name again? I had to like click on it. I'm like, oh, Abdul, that's right. Let's just go with what I put down on my notes. I mean, Al-Sawadi is a good striker. He likes to push forward. Power in his hands. Although he is hittable. Takedown defense is just okay, and he has been KO'd 4 times in his 4 losses. So that's something to think about. And Camilo, well-rounded guy, good striking, good grappling, good decent cardio. He can be a little too aggressive at times with questionable fight IQ, which that's one of my little bugaboos of picking fighters. If they have questionable decisions during the fight and their fight IQ is not great, it's hard to pick them, hard to trust them. So this did play a little bit of part in my pick, but I am gonna ever so slightly lean Al-Zawadi. I think he gets it done. I'm gonna say by decision though. I think this is gonna go a little bit back and forth. But Camilo's good. If the good Camilo comes in and he doesn't make any mistakes, he's good and he might actually win. But it's just hard trusting that he doesn't make a little simple mistake and then that'll cost him a fight or something like that. Because this is a close fight. It's a pick 'em for a reason. I can see it go either way, but I'm just gonna ever so slightly lean with the hometown guy as well. So give me Abdul. What do you think?
Really tough one. Yeah. In addition to kind of just like the weird turnaround comeback, for Gabe Green for, against Camilo. And
that was weird.
Yeah.
Super weird.
It looked like a weird decision, a weird mistake. He had control and then all of a sudden Gabe's on his back. Perhaps the most concerning part of that for me was the incredibly quick tap. Like he did not.
Oh yeah. Like before it even was in.
Before it was in.
I do remember that now.
Yeah, and he didn't want it on his chin at all. Most people are, trying to keep the.
Do you think he was gassed and he was done?
I don't know if he had like a jaw injury or something.
Oh,
I don't know because he did not want it on his chin. It didn't look like he wanted it to get off his chin. So a little concerning there. Sometimes I find myself wondering what Camilo's really good at. He's decent at everywhere, but I mean, he's big time jiu-jitsu red flags, right? Getting tapped all 4 losses. I'm pretty sure. All three losses. All three losses has been tapped. And ACAS has been knocked out in all 4. Yeah. So, it seems so binary there. You read that and you'd be like, oh crap. Well, Camilo must be a stud on the feet and ACAS great on the ground. And still not the case. They're both just decently well-rounded everywhere. Camilo, I think, doesn't quite have the power that I would like him to have if I was going to pick him here. ACAS has got those chin concerns for sure. And, Loic was hurting him a bunch. If Camilo had a little more power, I'd pick him here. But in that Nabokov fight, he landed a huge, a gigantic, comic book right hand on the chin of Nabokov, and Nabokov didn't even blink. And then shortly thereafter, he landed a 3-4 double hook combo. Both hooks landed beautifully. Nabokov didn't even blink. So I think Camilo has got good striking. He's a little low volume. He's really plotting. He'll just stand there in the pocket. He's incredibly plotting, but he can get out of the pocket really quick. I think it's going to be a really close fight. What got me off the edge was this last factor I'll mention. So, Johnny, if I ask you, who's the UFC fighter who, as a coach, is like a cheat code, GOAT level coach, GOAT level training partner? If fighters go train with this UFC fighter, they cannot lose.
Well, right now it's been Bilal.
It's been Bilal, and that's who Abdul Karim El Sawadi's been training with.
There you go.
So I think El Sawadi's just going to be doing more as well. He's like so much more footwork, more volume, more movement. Camilo's going to be standing in the center of the cage, plotting. I think just the movement and the activity, and I think the hometown edge and the Bilal factor got me on ACAS as well here.
There you go. Another good coach is Cejudo as well.
He is a good coach. I've always liked him. I've always liked.
I mean, he's a great fight. He was a great fighter, and he still kind of is good. But I think he might be a better coach.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Now.
Mm-hmm. I love Fight Ready. All those guys. Yep.
They had a good night. Last card, I believe. I think they won at least both of the 2 fights, right? I don't know if they had 3 or 4, but
I think 2. Yeah, Bruno Silva and Arichi Lang, both big underdogs, both came out and got finishes. Studs.
So that's a good coach. And then Bilal with Brendan Allen. So.
Yeah, Coach Santino.
Look at that. Who would have thought? Not me. But yeah, this is probably my lowest confident pick, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'll look real quick. If there's a lower one, I do not see one. No, this is the lowest one.
I had another couple I'm struggling with, but I was very torn on this as well. Actually, the next fight I'm very torn on.
Yeah, I can see that one. We'll get to it.
Ooh, you sound confident. I need to hear you break it down, because
it's not that I'm confident, but we'll get to it. Carmi says, I see Camilo getting subbed in round 2 or 3. That would be crazy. I will say that I could see a KO a little bit more so, but no, I mean, Al Sawadi has 2 subs or 3 subs. I think they were early in his career.
I could 1,000,000% see Camilo getting subbed.
In a third, maybe.
Oh yeah,
when he give up again. So he has a little quit in him.
I think so.
Which it's great that I didn't pick him then. It's awesome.
And he's got a long flight here. Hate to talk about that too much, but
that's what I forgot to say. The long flights that I only kind of look into is, and it's strictly Brazilians going to Europe, anywhere around Europe. That's it. It's strictly Brazil to Europe. That's it. So it does worry me a little bit for Walker, because I'm like, that kind of plays in that little thing, but there's just too much of a gap. I'm just like, I can't. That's not going to stop me. But this one, that was another thing.
That's like James Harden when he plays in a city that has good clubs. He scores like 10 points.
Atlanta,
yeah.
Ain't no way.
I love that.
Nate, what's up, Nate? I'll never bet a man with the last name Sawadi. It's funny. Gabe Green was a slight favorite over Brian Battle, and that's not a horrible loss. That's true.
You're right. Gabe Green was on a super long layoff.
But he also that was his first fight when he moved down to lightweight, right? And we were all kind of against him because of it, and he didn't look great. Recency biased.
He was just never great, and he'd been out forever. And I mean, that was tough. That was a tough one. But
I remember I picked wrong. I know, and he was like a plus 250 underdog too.
Yeah. So. I picked Camilo, but didn't have anything on him. But looking back, I was like, oh my gosh, Gabe Green. But so many unknowns in that fight.
Yeah. Next one though we got is going to be Mateusz Rebecki versus Ludovit Klein. I believe it's your turn. If I'm not mistaken. Or if you want me to go?
I'm excited to hear you break it down. I'm going to pick Klein. I think he's got a huge reach edge, and he's taken far less damage lately than Rebecki. Lately, Mateusz has been in some battles. That Chris Duncan fight was a banger. The Muktibek Orobai fight was a banger. So let me see. Chris Duncan landed 92 significant strikes. Mikti landed 61, and Diego Ferreira landed an insane 123. And that's all like in the last 18 months. And that pretty brutal battle with Chris Duncan was just 2 months ago.
Which is wild.
It's wild. And now this guy's going to go cut weight again, fight a guy with very good striking, with far longer reach, who has not taken that kind of damage lately. A guy with incredible takedown defense in Klein. I think Klein's going to piece him up here.
Okay. I think that could quite possibly happen for sure. Ain't out of the realm. But I'm just gonna take a shot on Rebeski. The reason why is because of his wrestling. I think he can mix it in. Ludovic Klein does have good takedown defense. I don't think it's as good as the number says, though, I will say. We did just see in the Klein fight against Gamrot, and I know Gamrot might be a little bit better of a grappler than Rebeski. But he basically dominated him for 15 minutes. It was disgusting because I remember picking and I remember betting Klein. This isn't the reason why I'm betting Rebeski or picking Rebeski, I should say. But it was disgusting. So, but I do think that's the edge that Rebeski has here. I think he's got the wrestling edge. I think he needs to mix in the takedowns, hopefully get some ground control time, get some ground and pound going. If he doesn't, then that's where I see your scenario coming into play, where it's going to be, Rebeski getting hit a lot, showing a lot of damage on his face like he usually does, and Klein's is going to look pristine. The way you beat Klein is you have to wrestle. You have to wrestle him, whether you're successful or not. You slow him down a little bit at least, and you keep pushing him back because once he gets his kicks going, he's feeling it too. But that's everything that Rebeski can do. That's why I'm kind of taking a shot on the dog here. Don't blame anybody taking Klein here. I think this is a very close fight. Probably, maybe you could even what is the odds? Is Klein the favorite?
Klein's a slim favorite, if I recall.
Okay,
because I was hoping he would count as an underdog pick for me.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think the odds are right. I think he should be a slight favorite, but I'm just going to say Mateus gets it done here. Not to say that Klein's bad or whatever you want to say, but I just think the styles. There's a style there where it's a close fight.
It's a tough one. If we talk about the wrestling in Rebeski's last fight, which he lost to a guy, Chris Duncan, who I think is worse than Ludovic Klein, Rebeski went 2 for 6 on takedowns with 1:23 of control time.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Duncan is a guillotine puller. Like, if you can't get significant top time on Chris Duncan in a 15-minute fight, I don't think you're going to on Klein.
I will say this is like one of the only fights that Rebeski fought, at least recently, that like against a guy kind of his size. Kind of. You know what I mean? Like Rebeski's kind of small. He's 5'7". Yeah. He's just big, stocky guy. You're going to get hit because you have to get inside range against these bigger guys. Like, Klein's 5'7". He used to be a featherweight. Mm-hmm. So he does have a little bit longer reach. And I'm almost questioning that reach, to be honest. Is it really 72.5 for a 5'7" guy? That's wild.
If I just had to guess, I would say it might be because he has that crazy torso, like crazy. Yeah. Like I could see
weird.
It. And Rebeski has perhaps like.
Oh, I know he has T-Rex arms. I'm not questioning his 66 or whatever it is. Yeah. It's just I question Klein's reach, but Tapology is 50-50 on some stuff
for sure. But so is Rebeski going to get inside and crack him? He could. He does.
He's all quick. He's explosive. Everything's explosive for him.
And is he just not takedowns? He could.
He could, but we'll see.
One thing I like to do, a lot of, and I'm not saying you, and it's not even a bad thing, but I think a lot of us as fans, when we think of a fight, we think of the finishing upside. We're like, well, this guy's going to get a KO or this guy's going to get us up. And I often think about what happens if this is a slower paced fight that drags out? And that scenario ends up playing out at a pretty high clip. Mm-hmm. So I find it hard to visualize Rebeski winning a decision here. He did land he landed 114 significant strikes last time out. So he can put up volume for sure.
Yeah, I think he can win a decision. He just has to be winning the minutes on the ground. He will not be winning the minutes on the feet. That's the thing.
I would agree. The volume, now that I just looked at that, is in my head a little bit. He's so much higher volume than Klein. It's interesting.
Well, Klein's more patient. He does pick his spots. And Rebeski, he just marches forward. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care if he gets hit.
Judges like that.
Yeah. So if it's a close round, he's pushing forward. He's landing a couple bombs on. Nothing to knock him down or anything, but he lands some good shots. He's going to get the round. Mm-hmm. It's close. He can go either way, but he might get it.
Who are Rumbeski's best wins? Orobai and Loic Radzhabov. Klein has beat Thiago Moises, Ignacio Bahamondes, Mason Jones, and Roosevelt Roberts. I'll mention, I'll admit, Rumbeski ran through Roosevelt Roberts and like butter, and Klein did not. But I mean, Klein's got a higher level of competition here, bigger fella, less damage recently. But the volume has me scared.
I think, like I said, it has to be on the mat though, because like early, that's why I said early he has to wrestle. He has to. You have to slow Klein down a little bit, wear him down, But the longer the fight goes, like that's when Klein, I think he starts, his volume starts to fade, and then Rumbeski just keeps pushing forward. So that could be a little bit of a thing to do, is wrestle early, and if you can't get or you don't want to, then you can push forward late. But you just want to keep him on the back foot, because Klein's kicks are great. And he's fighting a shorter guy for once too, because Klein's small too for lightweight. He can get that leg up there and get that head kick going. Mm-hmm. So we've seen that when he was featherweight. He's done pretty good, and then he just didn't have 3 rounds of cardio at featherweight for whatever reason. Which is weird to me. It's only 10 pounds difference, and he's not really that big of a guy. He should be able to make featherweight. Should.
The volume for Klein dips a little bit. Like his average strikes thrown per round is 37 in round 1, and then 31 and 31 in rounds 2 and 3. That there's a lot of variables there, right? Because one fight where there's 5 minutes of grappling in a round can like skew that stuff. But I think it's a big enough sample size to show that
he's been in the UFC. He's got 8 fights in the UFC, somewhere around there, something crazy.
Mm-hmm. Maybe more. It might be like 10. Yeah.
Sheesh.
So really fun.
This is gonna be a fun fight, though. I have no bets on it. I plan on having no bets on this fight. Well, this is one that I actually kind of just want to watch.
We could run it back. I was on the dog last time.
All right, we'll do it.
All right.
That's the whiskey talking, just so you know.
This is tilting. Yeah, tilting on alcohol bets is especially dangerous, I suppose. So.
Oh, yeah. I do my best work, though.
I swear the best parlays I make are like at 2 a.m.
Do you bet college football by any means?
Short answer is no.
Okay. Do you follow it a lot or no?
I love to watch it. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I was watching back. This was probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago now, maybe longer. I don't remember. I was watching the Indiana Illinois game, and I'm just Mendoza, the IU quarterback, is just torching them like 63 points, and I'm like, this dude is pretty good. Like, what's his Heisman bet right now? Like he's got like 4 or 5 touchdowns, like 400 yards, whatever it was. So I'm looking, it's like plus 3,000. I'm like, boom. And like, I'm pretty drunk. I was like, yeah, why not? I'll throw like a 20 spot on it. Why not? See what happens. Like now he's like top 2 or top 3.
Really?
Heisman at like plus 280. I'm like,
wow.
Let's go, Drunk John.
I'm not big on hedging, but that's the scenario where now you can play a little bit.
Which I did a couple weeks ago with another the quarterback from Ohio State, because he's going off, and Ohio State's not losing. They're not losing this year. They're just that good. So he just has to have a very bad game in order for him not to be in the Heisman race. So I got 2 of the top 3. The only guy I don't got is the Alabama quarterback. So I kind of hope they lose one of these games coming up. They already lost one, I believe. So, but they're number 6 though. So he's still in contention.
So the way I bet on like Super Bowl winners, MVPs, all these futures is I'll play like 9 UFC props, fight to start round 2, some money lines, and then like the 7 NFL teams that I think are going to have a chance at $10 each. And if any one of them hits, it's like over $1,000. And many times, boom, all of those 7 parlays lose on the UFC legs, right? But like,
yeah,
I can't remember the last time there was an NBA Finals or a Super Bowl winner where I didn't cash a ticket with a comma in it that only cost me $10. I placed 7 of them. I placed one on the Chiefs and
Yeah,
Eagles.
well,
And
yeah.
but so a grand.
You just have to hit one. Doesn't matter.
It's good, and like that's the only way, because I don't want to put a meaningful bet that I have to wait 6 months for it to cash. So like, if I'm waiting 6 months for it to cash, I'm putting Tom Aspinall and Marab. I'm putting all kinds of shit in that.
Mm-hmm.
So
makes sense for sure.
And if it dies, I'll play one the next weekend. Who cares?
Yeah, I got Oscar. What's up, Oscar? Let's go, boys. Hope everyone cashes the big. Let's go. After last week, I think everyone is ready for this week to happen. We got Any Action Sportscast Mendoza. Indeed, this dude, he's good. I like him.
Is he fast? Does he just throw the?
No,
rock?
he just. I mean, he can run, but he's a thrower first for sure.
Nice.
He's a sniper. I like him. He was just slinging it during Illinois. I'm like, Illinois is pretty good. I'm like, shit, he's looking good. Like, so as long as he just doesn't shit the bed one game and he's got an easy schedule coming up, I'll be it. Maybe it doesn't hit, but I'll at least be in the top 3. He'll be on the podium.
No, you can't ask for more than that. Yeah.
Okay. Next one here, though, we'll do is Ikram Aliskerov versus Jun Young Park. And I think it's my turn, right?
I think so.
So this one could play out a little different than I think. And I'm already accepting the fact that my pick could be wrong. I don't have a bet, but I am picking Ikram to win this fight. Yeah, I think his wrestling is good enough to stop takedowns. I think his striking is more powerful. It's dangerous. Park is hittable. He is very durable, though. But we have seen him rocked in the Gregory Rodriguez fight, and he did get knocked out. And he's not very dangerous. The only way Park wins this fight, I believe, is late in the fight, and he gets a takedown, and he takes the back, and he gets a rear naked choke. I think that's literally the only way he could win a decision if he wins rounds 2 and 3. But a finish, let's put it that way. I just think Ikram, though, he'll be the moment winner. He'll be landing the bigger shots. I think he can stuff takedowns. His wrestling is good enough. He is a good wrestler. We just haven't really seen it in the UFC. He has shown it in the regionals before UFC, but he just hasn't done it yet. So maybe he gets some takedowns too, because Park's takedown defense is not great at all. And he usually stays safe. He doesn't want to do scramble back up and do anything crazy. Like, he'll play it safe until he knows for sure he can get back up, but which isn't very often. I think he was taken down 10 or 11 times against Muniz. That's not a great look, because Muniz doesn't have the greatest wrestling either. He's a very good grappler, though, just not a good wrestler. So 11 takedowns from him, not a good look. So I'm going to go with Ikram, but it does worry me, though, if this fight gets out of round 2, or especially round 2, let's put it that way. So a round and a half, round 2, I will be worried. But like I said, I don't have a bet, and I don't plan on betting this fight. If I would, it would be Ikram round 1 or 2 KO. That's it. And round 3, and just hedge it, Park.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's how you play the fight.
Well, yeah, Park always has great round 3s. He had a great round 3 against Nordiev. Not the greatest finishing upside unless he can get the back.
Mm-hmm.
Ikram's a little low volume. Iron Turtle outlands his opponents by a full significant strike per minute, which is vast. That's big. And Ikram has a tendency to stand there a little bit. Ikram feels a little round 1 KO or a bust. His cardio is an unknown because he finishes everybody or gets finished. He seems a little susceptible to uppercuts. Hamzat and Bobby Knuckles, landed that uppercut.
Very true.
In fairness, the Hamzat one was just kind of like, that's what hurt him. Against Bobby Knuckles, he was already on chicken legs and retreating from a jab. So it's not like, but it's interesting. I think this is almost binary enough that you could put the 2 outcomes in like a round robin, where you got Ikram KO in round 1 or 2, or the Park round 3 or decision prop.
Yeah.
And then if you can find another fight that's incredibly binary like that, you do a round robin with like all 4 outcomes. This is almost that binary. I think Park.
You could maybe even do Park round 2, 3 sub. And then you might be able to, round 2 would be like, okay, something happens, let's go.
Yeah, it's live. Yeah. But I think he could win a decision. I think he has more volume.
Do you think he can win round 2 and 3? Because I'm sure he wins round 3, right?
I think he wins round 3. You're right. Yeah, and it would come down to round 2, and
Okay.
we're in a place where they want Alaskarov to win.
True.
So yeah,
That's what scares me away from the decision, though.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm on Alaskarov. I'm torn here. I don't have him in anything yet. I was planning to parlay him, then thinking a round 1 KO prop straight bet would be smarter. I think his power is a tiny bit overrated, but last time out, Park, getting dropped by a jab, or maybe that was the Brad Tavares fight. Let me see. Yeah, it was in the Brad Tavares fight. He gets dropped by a jab in round 1.
He has taken a pretty decent amount of damage.
Nordiev won round 1 as well. Yeah, he's kind of a slow starter.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's taking some damage. So I think it's a fun one. I think Ikram's stronger, more athletic, more powerful, hometown edge. He should get it done.
Yeah. It's just the longer the fight goes, it does favor Park 1,000%. 1,000. So maybe it's a good live betting spot. Maybe Ikram wins round 1 and Park is like a plus 500 at that point. You better put a little bit of something on that, even if it's beer money. Throw it on there. And the longer it goes, that plus 500 is going to go down. I guarantee it. So maybe that's how you attack it.
I think that's a great look.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Justin in here. What's up, Justin? Rebecca seem to get bigger each fights and gets wear and tear to give me ludicrous. That's pretty funny. Okay. Saba, I don't know what you're saying, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even going to attempt with that.
Guten Tag, does that mean thank you? Or, that's
Guten Tag.
Good morning.
Good evening. Guten Tag. It's German.
Yeah.
I can't speak it. Iron Turtle done strike on the Russian. Please God. Oh my gosh. Come on, Effie. I'm surprised Ikram's head didn't detach from his body wing. Yeah, that was wild. I'm going Park. I said, hello, friends. There we go in German.
I was pretty,
okay.
Yeah.
That's one language. I have no idea what anyone's saying other than 9. That's it. Yeah. I'll be honest. Next one, Nasrat Happarast versus Quinlan Skull Killed. I'll let you go ahead on this one.
Really, really torn on this one. I was kind of leaning Saul Killed until I watched the tape, and I think I'm leaning Nasrat. Nasrat's striking has always been crisp, fast, decently powerful, but I swear it's getting better and better and better. His boxing has just been lights out recently, and his takedown defense has been incredible. I think he's fought off like 13 straight attempts or something. The last guy to get him down was Dan Hooker, which is kind of a red flag. But again, it's been much better since then. Quillen, he's got power. He's got good striking. Going into the Yanal Ashmouz fight, it was like, hey, the only way Yanal can win is to take down Quillen. Quillen's going to kill him on the feet. And that was not the case. Quite the opposite. Quillen was desperately shooting takedowns. And in the round 3, he was like in survival mode, hanging on for dear life to a takedown because Yanal was busting him up. Quillen's striking is not as good as we thought. And I like the fact that he'll go for 22, 23 takedowns. I'm big on playing takedown props and like laddering them. And so like Quillen to get 7 takedowns, something like that has my eye. I don't think it's going to happen against Nasrat here. Really, really, really tough fight. I think it should probably go the distance, and Nasrat hometown edge. He's gotten sketchy split decisions in the past. I think we can see another one.
Just the way you're like,
like I feel bad that that's my breakdown on like every fight, but and like the Canadians don't always win. The Australians recently killed, but that's not always the case. But the guys who always win in their hometown is these guys.
Especially with very close decisions, who's going to get the nod.
These are the cards where everybody cakes off because everybody parlays all the guys with the V.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, I'm on the Nasrat side as well. I thought I was going to be a little bit torn as well, but I really like, not really, I like medium confidence level Nasrat to win this one. I know it's a pick 'em. I can see kind of why, because maybe Quinlan does have the grappling edge I just don't think he's going to be able to get the fight down. And if he does, he's not going to be able to do anything with it. Or it might be too late. Or he'll do it with like 20 seconds left or something and nothing's going to happen. Something along those lines. Like it's not going to be meaningful takedowns if he gets a takedown. It's going to probably play on the feet. You know, Nasrat is hittable, but he dishes out just as much. And he's super durable. And I think he can push a pace where Quinlan kind of slows down, where he's going to just outland him in rounds 2 and 3 and just do more volume and maybe even more damage too. So on the feet, I like Nasrat a little bit more. You know, Quinlan, I like him obviously better on the mat, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So Nasrat by decision, I think that's the play. Actually, well, the play should be pick a money line, whatever you like. But if you want to go a little crazy, I think it's Nasrat by decision. Maybe round 3 decision, but I don't think there's going to be a finish at all in this fight. No way.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Both of them have slowed down in round 3, which makes it further complicated. Like I wish one of these guys had a big cardio edge, but they both have struggled lately recently.
Yeah. And the over 2.5 is like minus 215, which is a little weird to me. I feel like it's a trap. I think this one should be minus 300 or more.
Yeah, I feel you. They both do have power. Nasrat never gets finishes. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, based on their recent fights, like they're all going the distance basically. Yeah. So unless you're
Quinlan's durable. Yeah. And Quinlan's durable. Nasrat's durable. Like what? Quinlan by sub? Maybe that would be the only thing. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see why you would pick an under here. I just don't. Quinlan sub would be the only one I would say that's number one method of finish.
Yeah, I mean they both got power, but yeah, I think it's going over. I agree with you.
Maybe that's the play.
I'll tell you what the play is.
What's the play?
Fight to be won by split plus 450 on Bet Online for a full unit, baby.
There you go. I like it because it could be close, and Nasrat usually goes split because
we're gonna have one guy who goes for 20 takedowns and gets 4 of them, and another guy who's a little cleaner on the feet. Split all day.
I mean, Nasrat won both of his last fights by split, and I can honestly say, let me look again if I remember. Maybe they were warranted. Maybe. Where is he fighting?
So the Rebevix fight, rounds 1 and 2 were close. Nasrat was a little cleaner, a little faster. Round 3, Esteban beat the shit out of him. Fight ends. Esteban's dancing around. Nasrat looks like he thought he lost.
Yeah, that's the one I think I remember.
That's a split. I mean, I think that was a fair split decision. I think Nasrat deserved to barely win rounds 1 and 2. The one before that, split decision went over Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon went for like 13 takedowns, couldn't land a single one. Nasrat was cleaner on the feet. I tend to think Nasrat won that one fairly, but a lot of people call that a robbery, partly because Jared Gordon always gets robbed. So, like, you know, if there's ever a close Jared Gordon loss, people are going to call it a robbery. But I think Nasrat did deserve to win both of those, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
And I love Esteban. Esteban had him busted up in round 3.
Yeah. I like Esteban too. He's fun. Sabasan, Nasrat as well. Elijah 50-45. Usman will get there. Hamdi, Tom Parlay is my only bet. Can't stay the whole stream. Okay. You're that confident on Hamdi, though? I can see Tom. But Hamdi. Good luck, Ripside. I appreciate it. I can't believe Tom's money line hasn't moved for weeks. Steady minus 400. Yeah, I could see it. There's a. We'll get there. Supporting. Appreciate your Ripside. Like I said, appreciate the dono as well. Thanks for coming out, even though you couldn't stay. I really do appreciate it. Keep thinking about you're talking about Josh Quinlan. Oh, that guy. I'm an Aussie, and my reads were the same as Aaron's. I was on Skull Kid before the tape. High level experience, decision making, IQ, Southpaw, and in the Southpaw versus Orthodox, lots of upside. Nasrat all day, and I might get to bet. I was thinking about it too. A pick'em. I don't think that's bad at all. I mean, you might be sweating it a little bit, but I think it's the right side. I think you have value. If Skull Kid or Quinlan was a underdog, that's where the value would be, 100%. But I just think at pick'em prices, I think the value is with Nasrat. Experience, better on the feet, more volume. I like it.
Yeah, we always knew Nasrat was good, but I think he's leveled up recently.
Yeah, I was kind of like down on him a little bit, and then lately he's turned me back around because I thought he was going to be good. Then he kind of slowed down. I was like, eh, and then like now I'm like, okay, I think you figured something out where you can actually do something.
In 3 of his last 4 fights, Nasrat's landed over 130 significant strikes. Wild.
So
he allowed a ton. He allowed a ton too, but
yeah, you should ladder significant strikes on this one.
I 1,000,000% would, but the
Quill and I am one step ahead of you, dude.
the Quill and nut hugging has me scared.
That's very true. I was saying 50-45 Usman, not Umar. Usman. Oh, I thought you meant Umar. My bad. Gotcha.
That's a reasonable mistake, you know.
I know. I'm just seeing like, oh yeah, easy.
Oh, okay. I see what Hakeem's talking about. Yeah, Paul Hughes getting robbed back-to-back fights. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, I thought you said Umar. I mean, my bad, dog. That's the whiskey talking. Main card.
I'll mention Hakeem. You're about to get a compliment you never saw coming in a million years. Hakeem knows about science and shit. Hakeem is smarter than most of us on here. I saw him commenting something about just like earth science months ago. But I was like, yeah, this guy actually understands how seasons work and shit. So Hakeem is a smart guy. We should have known he did not make a typo there.
There you go. Exactly. My bad. I probably just read it wrong. I am not the greatest reader. As you probably guys know from the last 5 years I've been doing this.
No, I assumed he was talking to Umar too.
Main card, we finally made it. Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Murzakanov. And I believe it's your turn. And while you do that, I'm going to take this last shot with the interest shot.
The interest shot. Beautiful.
And then we will go.
Nice. I hope it burns. So to me, very tough one here. I think Rakic is going to be on his bike, throwing low kicks, trying to keep distance, and Azamat's going to be, walking him down. I always pick Rakic. He always looks good, and then he always gets clipped or hurt or something. Yeah. And now looking back, like, does he actually even have any good wins? Anthony Smith is part of a 5-8 Smith run. He beat Thiago Santos as part of a 1-7-1 run. He beat Chinny Jimmy Manoa, Devin Clark, Justin
Jimmy Chim Chims.
I think we could get like some not dubstep. I think we get like a little clip made out of that. And the Justin Ledet, Francimar Barroso. This guy's best win is Anthony Smith.
I will say though, and I don't care. I'll die on the hill. I do think he was gonna beat Jan until the leg injury. I'll die on that hill. It is what it is.
Yeah, that was
close fight though. It was close, but he was starting to take over in round 3, and then that happened.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that was a very kind of weird fight.
9 years ago, though.
Everything's like that. I just feel like everything's like that with him. He's always looking good, and I feel like
he looked good in the Yuri fight. He destroyed him in round 1, and then he got destroyed in round 2.
Yeah, I mean the against Yuri, Rakic was killing him with the low kicks just like he does everybody. Mm-hmm. Like the 4th low kick he threw on Yuri, he had Yuri reaching down for it, which is a terrible sign. Yuri's airballing, Rakic is countering him. I mean, like Rakic always just looks like perhaps the best light heavyweight in the world for like 3 minutes.
He could be.
Yeah.
But he never pans out.
And then looking back, doesn't have a single really good win.
I know.
That's tough. Azamat, a little overrated. It wasn't that long ago that he was about to bust everybody's parlay because Tafan and Chuku was beating him. And then, thank God, Azat got a round 3 KO out of nowhere. Azat was looking gassed as hell. He did look really good against Dustin Jacoby. Beat Devin Clark, which, like, if you can just keep it on the feet, anybody's going to beat Devin Clark. Got the round 2 KO over Menefield. Like, still no real great signature wins either way. So it's really tough. I think this one could go over. Like, Azamat has crazy power, as we know, but I think Rakic is going to make him chase him around so much that the time could fly by. and the judges are going to give it to the guy with the V.
Yep. Yeah. This was another fight where I thought I was going to be on Rakic, and I usually am because I picked him a lot, but I can't. I can't do it. What does worry me, though, a big worry, again, is the size difference here. Like, Rakic is, what, 6 inches, I think, height and 6 inches of reach or something along those lines, maybe more reach. So that does worry me. But the thing with Rakic, though, like, he's super low volume. Like, he's hittable. He doesn't have the greatest chin. Azamat has power in his hands. It just takes one, and I think he can land it. And I think it's going to. I think he's going to be able to get a knockout in round 1 or 2. Rakic, if he can wrestle, that'd be great. But we haven't seen it too much. Like, other than the first couple fights he had in the UFC, he doesn't wrestle anymore. He has changed gyms, so maybe coaching, so maybe that'll help him a little bit in this fight, or maybe it'll just mess him up even more. I don't know. And he always gets injured, and it's just like, I can't. You look at him, you're like, this dude's massive. How is he losing? And you're just like, he just doesn't. It's not clicking. All of it's just not mashing up together. I know Azamat's a little bit older. I don't think he's too old, though, but he is up there. But I still think he has the power. I still think he has the speed. He'll be fine. Unfortunately, he's just going to have to figure out a way to get inside. But once he does, that's where I think Rokic's going to be in trouble. I think he's going to land a couple good bombs, and I think it's going to be a knockout. So round 1 or round 2, Azamat, I hate to say it. Hopefully my wife's not watching because she's a big Rakic fan, and sorry if you're watching. I didn't tell her who I picked for a reason.
He's fun. I like him. He's got all the skill in the world.
He should be good. He should be so good.
And he's younger. He's younger than Azamat. Like, it seems like he's got so much tread on so much tread worn off, right? Like, I'm messing up the analogy, but it feels a little shop worn. And then you look and he's like damn young. Like, could Rakic have a resurgence? I mean, he's got more skill than almost all these guys.
And he's just massive. Like, he is big. He's 6'4", but you would think he's like 6'6". Like, and he's just huge. I don't even know where he has to be, like 0% body fat. That's how big he is when he comes in the cage. He's like, he has to be at least 240, 230, 240. He gains like 25 to 30 pounds. Like he's Alex Pereira big, almost that. It's insane. Because he was bigger. He was way bigger than Yuri, way bigger than Ankalaev when he fought. And he lost, but like, I'm just like, this guy's massive, but he just nothing. It's weird.
Yeah. Maybe the best is yet to come with him. It could be. And Azamat's got to fall off a cliff at some point. Like, I don't want to say he's been lucky, but there's a little bit of luck, elements of luck with these KOs that he's been getting. And
I will say this is a decent step up in competition too.
No doubt.
Him. His best win is Justin Jacoby. But even that now, it's like Jacoby's fell off a cliff. Just boom. I mean, I think so. He did.
Yeah.
He was looking good, and then I don't know what's up with him. I know he's up there. He's like 36, 37 now too. So it's like maybe that was his cliff.
But like if Rakic beat Jacoby, that would be Rakic's best win.
Yeah.
Better than Anthony Smith.
Very true. For sure. Rakic has 6-7 inches of reach. Yeah. That's the only thing that's holding me back. And I know this is a pick'em. I get it. But if Azamat was just a little bit bigger and a little bit taller, like, I'd be way more confident. But there is a chance Rakic maybe he comes out. Maybe he comes out to play. And he's like, fuck this. I'm going to go back to my old ways. I'm going to wrestle. Maybe he can wrestle. And that'll help him out. Fuck them. He's going to be way bigger. Way bigger.
Azamat does have really good takedown defense on paper, but I think it's a little skewed because they gave Jacoby 5 takedown attempts, which were half-assed. He wasn't really trying for him. So, yeah. Azamat's takedown defense, I think, is inflated.
Yeah. Saba likes Azamat as well. Sorry, I missed who you guys pick. We both picked Nasrat, but we were kind of.
Should we just start? Oh, Nasrat fight. Okay. We can just start at the top.
Yeah, let's just go back over. Oh, he's talking about the science thing that you were talking about.
He's just soaking this up. He's like, tell me more. What
20
show?
hours of sunlight, 4 hours of darkness.
What did I say? Oh, that does sound like me.
He was looking on his feed. He's like, what did I say?
It was something about, earth science, and he was spot on, and it was a pretty nuanced point. So,
yeah. Next fight, though, we got Alexander Volkov versus Jilton Almeida. And I forgot whose turn it is. Yours. I think it's yours.
I'll go. I'm picking Jilton, I think, but I'm really sketched out. I don't have Jilton in any parlays. I probably will not. I've been on Jilton like for the longest time. I've been really big on this guy. I really want DraftKings to like release lines on him to be the light heavyweight favorite, because I feel like we're one injury away from him taking a light heavyweight title shot and winning it.
You mean heavyweight?
Light heavyweight. Jilton Almeida. He could do it. He fought there before. Like, he just doesn't want to cut weight, and these heavyweights suck.
Oh, you want him to like move down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you might have been like misspoken. I'm like, wait, he's heavyweight now.
Yeah. No, I want them to release lines for light heavyweight at like plus 40,000 or something insane. Because
that would be pretty sweet.
Swear to God, he's got a chance. Like, he's gonna get a call, whether he accepts it one of these days or not. Like, but I know that when a light heavyweight contender falls out, Jilton's got to be on that list of people to call. So anyway, he's a stud. He's number one in UFC history of controlling fight time. He controls it an insane 84% of his fight time. Hamzat controls like 66. Jilton's
do you think the numbers were skewed because of the Derek Lewis fight though?
Well, yeah.
Because that was literally 24 minutes, 23 seconds of that fight.
No, you're 1,000,000% right. He was already like very high on the list before that, but you're right.
I'm just joking. But that fight, it was at least 20 minutes of control time. At least.
I swear everybody in Brazil cashed on overs and
100%
decision there. The fight was
I didn't.
Plus, no, not me either. But like, it was like, it was an insane number for the fight to go the distance. You cannot tell me that Jilton could not finish him. He chose not to finish him there. And then after he says, "Oh, I just wanted to show everyone that I can fight for 25 minutes." No, bro.
You didn't show nothing. You just showed that you can get on top of a big guy and stay on top of him and not do anything for 5 minutes. Anything.
And then when there's 30 seconds left, then he starts beating the shit out of him. No, Jilton hooked up people close to him there. I'm very
100%
certain of it, and kudos to him. And something to keep in mind, if there's ever
maybe he hooked up Derek Lewis's people too. Maybe they had a mutual agreement.
And one of the many reasons why I never bet unders or fights not to go. But so anyway, but yeah, you're right. It skews it. But Jilton, he's the big Brazilian Khabib. I've been saying for a while that he was looking more for ground and pound over submission. So, but now the books have caught up and his TKO number is not as juicy as it used to be. I think he's good. I think his Sergey Spivak win was very impressive. I did not expect him to run through him like that. It was not too long ago where he kind of gassed against Curtis Blades and got TKO'd with those Travis Brown elbows. Mm-hmm. Everyone's always like Jilton round one, but Shamil Abdurakhimov took him to round two. Anton Turkali almost took him to round two. My previous thoughts on Jilton were counterintuitive. Instead, where everyone's going round one sub, I'm on the round two KO. The books have caught up. So now the over 1.5 in this fight is slightly chalky. So I'm really struggling. I might not have a single thing here. A lot of cappers I respect, like YouTube folks, the Cody Saftics of the world. A lot of folks are on Volkov, and I get it. He looked amazing against Gane, but in that Gane fight, we expected Volkov to look great in the wrestling and Gane to look great on the feet. And it was actually the opposite. Gane actually had better moments in the wrestling, but Gane couldn't get off in the striking, and Volkov was piecing him up. So the fact that Gane had some success in the wrestling is what makes me officially pick Jilton here.
Yeah, this is another one where I might look a little foolish. I'm not going to lie, but I am picking Volkov as well. Not to say that, Almeida has his path to victory. Clearly, it's wrestle, get this fight to the mat. If Volkov's on his back, it's probably going to be over. But Volkov also has his path to victory, and it's, stay at range, use your kicks, don't get taken down. You will beat Jilton if you just have to survive 5 rounds, I believe, and then he's going to start slowing down a little bit, or 5 minutes, not 5 rounds, 5 minutes, and then start to slow down Almeida. His takedowns get a little sloppier as the fight goes on, as long as you don't gas out, which I don't think Volkov will. He has shown pretty good cardio in his career, and this is only going to be 3 rounds too. So, and Volkov is so big though. He is so big, tall. It's hard to take down. It's hard to take down really, really tall guys. Almeida's big. He's strong, but I don't know if he's 6'3", though. I'll be honest. I think he might be closer to like 6'1", 6'2". I'll be honest. But Volkov is every bit 6'7". So, and Almeida with a 79-inch reach, kind of a little questionable as well on that, because
interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, but I'm gonna take a shot on Volkov. I have no bets. I do. The only bet I kind of like. Well, there's a couple bets I like in this fight. I like the over 1.5. I like it. It's like -130. And also, you can go on DraftKings. I think DraftKings is the only book that does this. Like Almeida sub or Volkov decision.
Yeah,
that's -120. That looks good.
Really good.
I like that a ton. So. That's something I was looking at too at -120. I don't know if any other books do something like that, but that looks pretty juicy. And like you were talking about the KO ground and pound, I just think Volkov will survive the ground and pound. I don't know if he'll be, because we saw him, like Tom Aspinall, just knife through him.
Right.
So that's what I think could happen eventually. Maybe not like just like that, but eventually it could happen, something like that.
The Sergey Spivak fight was so impressive to me. I mean, I thought Marcin Tybura was going to have a good chance against Spivak. Spivak makes easy work of him. Like Spivak is a big, full-size heavyweight with legit skills. That's the one that really kind of gave me a renewed confidence or renewed fondness and respect for Jailton.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough one. To people's point about Volkov being able to stick and move, big cage here, certainly going to help.
Yeah, definitely going to help there. I know he's not the most nimble guy because he's so freaking big, but he does have good kicks up the middle. He can knee people. He's got good kickboxing. And he is strong. Maybe not as strong, but I think, if he gets that underhook and make sure he doesn't get down, I think he'll be okay. And he's always going to have, just tall people are hard to take down.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the tallest guy that Almeida's going to probably ever take down in his career. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's tough. Jailton's able to switch between doubles to singles, and he's just got so many diverse options that.
Yeah. Like his wrestling's good. I don't know if it's great.
Nobody's been able to
heavyweight division though.
Even Curtis Blades, he was rinsing Curtis in round 1, and then round 2, he's just, Travis Brown elbows against the cage. It can happen, but nobody's been able to actually stop Jailton's takedowns and make him straight.
True.
It's a tough one. It's a fun one.
And
I feel bad. Volkov got effing robbed last time out.
100%. He should be fighting Tom Aspinall right now, and GANE should be fighting Almeida. Those two need to be flipped. 100%. I agree with that. 1,000%. Even though I did have GANE in that bet, I knew I should have lost that bet.
Yeah, I did.
100%. 100%. I was like, that is a robbery. I'm surprised that I won this because usually it's the other way, but I'm going to take it and run.
I thought those parlays were dead. In my mind, they were toast.
100%.
Yeah.
But I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. So Jailton Almeida's best win. What is it? Spivak?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Spivak beats Volkov?
No.
So this is a step up essentially.
Fair. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was going to go with too. That's another thing you can think of too.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a step up for Jailton if he wants to move up in the rankings. Volkov's fought the best of the best in heavyweight. 100%.
No doubt.
So
and Volkov also had a resurgence. He got off school a couple years ago. And he didn't get too slow or anything. He kept all of his skill and technique that he always had, but on a much heavier frame. And so, yeah, Volkov was fighting the best of the best even before he kind of, started eating that spinach or whatever.
Yep. Totally agree. Thomas, what's up, Thomas? Appreciate you hanging out with us. Tell me who you got for these couple fights coming up here. Saba is on the Dirty Russian. I was trying to remember so bad. Smoke too much. I wanted Volkov plus 200. I don't think that's a bad bet though at plus 200. Even if you throw like a half a unit on it or something like that. Or look at his no, I was gonna say maybe look at the over too. Like I like the over in this fight. Like there's a couple different options. Maybe not Volkov money line, but like the over I like, and I like that alternate method if you have that on any other book other than DraftKings. If you can do the Volkov decision, Almeida sub minus 120.
If you wanted to get a little greedy, I don't think Volkov wins in round 1 here ever.
No, probably not.
So Volkov and round 2 to start, I must assume you're looking at plus 350-ish now. I don't know.
Okay, that's a good spot.
I don't know what Volkov's decision is, but I think it.
Yeah, if he gets a KO in round 1, that's wild.
Yeah, I think Volkov's decision should be plus 550 or something. Total guess. But that's where I would go over the money line. I'd be greedy.
Yeah, 650 plus 650 for a decision. But you only have to sweat 5 minutes. And then anything can happen at a heavyweight in rounds 2 and 3. You never know.
Or Johnny, you're great with the live bets. We know
this could be a live bet. Yeah,
we know Jelton's going to win round 1, right?
Yeah, 100%. 9 out of 10 times for sure. The only way I think he loses it is if Volkov drops him. That's it. Volkov's going to be too worried about stuffing takedowns in round 1 and staying at range. He's not going to be throwing a lot of volume, no kicks. So it's going to be hard for him in round 1 because he wants to survive. After that, though, I think he's going to have to push the pace and do a little bit of this, more volume, throw some kicks out there, T kicks up the middle. He just doesn't want to get taken down in round 1. That's probably his goal. At least that would be my goal if I was him. I don't want to be taken down in round 1.
Absolutely, 1,000,000%. Similar to the Amarim fight, Volkov should obviously try to keep some distance here. You don't want to be like running on your back foot because then the takedowns come even easier. He's got to, garner some level of respect. But yeah, you want to let this big muscle shark slow down a little bit. Round 1. So like if Volkov did drop Almeida in round 1, I bet it'd be a pick 'em after round 1.
Yeah.
I don't think
because there would be a ton of money coming in on Almeida because they're like, crap, like it's a better price than I got him in my parlays. I better double up or double down. You know what I mean? So a ton of money would be coming in on him.
So even in, in that scenario, I might be tempted on Almeida at pick'em, to get takedowns for the next.
Yeah, for sure.
But so anyway, if I was going Volkov, I'd be greedy or wait till I bet in hopes of being greedy.
I like that.
And then if Jelton taps him out round 1, then, money stay in your pocket.
Exactly. I like it. Normally bet Jelton, but he struggles with range. Volkov uses length very well. It's true. He also has strong takedown defense, which I do agree. I could see Volkov winning a boring decision. Yeah, that's why I kind of picked him. I think that's his route to victory. I think that's how he wins. He just stays at range. He does enough on the feet, some kicks, and then he just wins a decision that's it might even be split. Like I do think Volkov does get taken down. I just hope it's not in round 1 early or any round early because he's not going to get back up. Like on his back, 100% on his back, he's not getting back up. No way.
You know what weird thing all wrestlers do at some point? They pick some total fucking unexpected fight for no reason where they just strike the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, one of these days, Jelton, for no reason, except some comments his coach made, he's going to go out there and try to strike the whole time. Like one of these fights, Jelton's going to go to a boring point fighting decision because he does like to strike from distance a little bit. He flashes up the front kicks, and you can tell he likes kind of like practicing what he's been learning. And after that Derek Lewis decision, like I never can like trust.
I know that does have a bad taste in my mouth because I did have him like getting a sub like pretty easily and then didn't happen. I think I actually played it safe too. I was like Jelton, under 3.5 rounds. I'm like, that should be an easy bet. Like, I think it was close to plus money. I was like, I'll throw like 1.5 units on it. Let's go. It's going to happen. And I was like, okay. And then like round 4 hit. I'm just like, how is this even this far with these two guys?
I did the same. And we talked, I never, like betting guys to like I like, betting risky finish props and even parlaying risky finish props, but I don't like betting chalky finish stuff. And like I'm always the one to go with the counterintuitive over, and I effing did it. Of course I tried getting a
Well, it
cheaper
made
fight.
sense. That's
Yeah.
the problem. And then if it makes sense to you, you're like, well, why the fuck do it?
And if the sports books just gently tell him, hey, bro, like if you wait at least 11 minutes to finish this guy, you're going to have a check coming in the mail. Like, I don't think things are rigged very often. I don't think, but like those are the scenarios where it's so easy for that influence. And the fighters doesn't have to lose. They just have to wait to finish the guy. And then he realizes, oh shit, my decision prop is plus 1,000. I could tell my whole family to hammer this. This is speculation, right?
Yeah.
But
no, but it makes total sense though.
If I was one of the best fighters in the world and my decision prop was plus 1,000, I would probably win a decision.
Or if you see a crazy prop, let's say you're fighting whatever random guy you want to say, you're like, oh man, my first round KO prop is plus 2,000. Guess what I'm going to be doing, boys and girls? Whether win or lose, might as well just bet it because it's going to happen. Or under 1.5, it's going to happen. I'm life or death. Let's go. Yeah. Something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, let's go. I'm sure people do that.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else out here lost.
We're all human. We're all human. Let's be honest.
A lot of us might have lost a ton of money on Monday night because of Jameson Williams. If you know what I'm talking about, then you lost $5,000 with me. Jameson Williams, 0 yards. 6 receivers on the Lions have 15 yards. Jameson Williams, 0 yards. When like half the world needed him to have 15 yards. It's just
too many mouths to feed in Detroit.
Yeah,
that's the problem. That's the problem with the Bears too. Too many mouths to feed.
Yeah. Roma Dunze been getting like 31 yards every week, but
yep. Trust me, with my Bears betting, I know exactly what to do now and what not to do. Next one.
That running back's a beast.
Now he is.
Yeah.
That bye week changed everything, and the left tackle. That's it.
I wish I had him in fantasy. I put in my waiver wire pickup. I said this guy could be the starter soon, and I didn't pick him up.
Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. I'll go ahead and start this one. I'm going to go with Umar here. I'm not writing off Batista by any means. I know everyone's like, everyone forgot about Mario Batista. Minus 600 is crazy. Yeah, maybe it is, but Umar is better. Let's be honest. If he doesn't get hurt in this fight, Umar wins this fight pretty easily. Clear. I wouldn't say dominantly. I don't want to say that. It is a 3-round fight. If it was 5-round fight, Umar would win this dominantly. I'm not going to lie. But Umar, 3 rounds. If he doesn't get hurt in this fight, I think he should win this fight probably by decision. I think he's got the better grappling. I think he's got the better striking. Not to say Mario's bad, but I think Umar is just better. I'm going to make that quick. But I'm not betting this fight. The line's crazy. And I if I would bet it, it would be Umar by decision. Maybe round 3 decision. But Umar can like pull out a crazy sub in round 2 or something. That's what kind of worries me too. So, or a high kick that just lands. And Mario's pretty durable though, but you never know. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I lost parlays when he got the round 1 KO over Howney, and it was incredibly. I just needed the fight to start round 2. It was incredibly low volume round 1. I was like, oh, this is cake. And then bam, sick uppercut out of nowhere. I'm trying to see all right. So Mario Batista plus 5.5 rounds, plus 100. I think if I had to make a straight bet on the fight, that might be it.
Oh, you mean the spread?
Yeah. Yep. Plus
okay.
Yeah. And It's not even plus 3.5. It's plus 5.5. So he just needs to win
one round on one judge's
round on one judge's card. Or no, he needs to win 1 round on 2 judges' cards.
Oh yeah, 2.
So he could lose 30-27. 29-28, 29-28.
Which is a lot of the times that's usually the magic number for a 3-round fight is 30-27, 29-20. I'm like, fuck.
And that makes or breaks those 3.5s. But yeah, plus 5.5 at plus 100. So Umar is a very good striker. I used to call him an incredible striker. He had 69% striking accuracy. It's fallen to 57. It used to be 69, which is wild. Now it's 57. He had a lot of trouble reaching Corey Sandhagen.
That's the Merab effect.
Well, and the Corey Sandhagen effect too. Like, he was hitting Merab, and he just wasn't throwing shit once Merab took over.
He broke his hand. He
wasn't doing anything. Yeah. I think it was the Corey Sandhagen fight where he just could not reach Corey at all. He throws a lot of single shots, a lot of naked straight lefts out of the southpaw, a lot of naked low kicks. Sometimes he'll feint a jab and then throw a high kick. Sometimes he'll just throw a naked high kick to get in range and then do like a Muay Thai trip. Like, I love everything about him. He's got such diversity in all of his attacks, but it's all kind of like one and done. His wrestling is pretty good, but I think Corey laid out a pretty good game plan for getting up, giving up the back to get up. He could not hold Corey down. I think Mario's got a chance here.
He does.
I think a 5-round fight would favor Mario. I think Mario's highly probable to win round 4 and 5, but the 3-round nature here, I think, is better for Umar. The hometown edge, I think, is vastly better for Umar. Umar's got these great back takes and the ability to get like a really unorthodox crucifix from back control. It's like a reverse crucifix. Super dope. I'm on Umar, but haven't parlayed him. Won't. I might parlay some overs here because I'm really confident the fight goes.
I like the overs. Mario's durable. I mean, he got knocked out once, right?
Yeah.
And it was a random like knee, or it was something crazy.
He's been KO'd one time and subbed one time.
Trevin Jones.
Oh yeah.
It was an uppercut that just
was a flying
like toasted. He got toasted.
Yeah, I had a. Oh yeah, Trevin Jones. Yeah. My bad. I'm thinking about Miles Johns was a flying knee. Yeah, that's it. And that could happen to anybody. And then the submission loss was to Corey Sandhagen in his UFC debut. Quite excusable. But Mario's leveled up, man, as we all know. Like, his takedown defense is great. His striking is very good. So I know like Umar's striking looks really flashy. I think Mario's got better striking, and I know that's an unpopular opinion. But like in the Corey Sandhagen fight, it's the first time that we saw Umar's striking just look kind of shitty.
It might have been because of Corey, because Corey's a tough out.
Corey's incredible. I've got to bet on Corey to be champion in 15 months. Like, maybe Murad moves up. Corey's incredible. But I think hot take. I think Mario's a better striker here. I think it's a close fight. I'm picking Umar decision. Mario +3 or Mario +5.5.
Umar decision is probably like -200, so it's not even like worth it.
Yeah, and now that you mentioned that, I haven't looked, but I bet the fight to go is probably -300 or something.
-165. Fight to go is -225. That's not bad, actually.
Not bad.
That would be the one thing that I would maybe parlay. Fight to go over 2.5. Whatever you want to do, if you want to be a little safer. My thing is, like, I've been looking at all my over 2.5s and see if I would have bet fight to go, if it would have made a difference. I think, and I'm an over better usually. I think it maybe 2 times. Well, maybe 2 times.
This last week, 2 women's fights ended in round 3.
That is true. Which last card was an anomaly, dude. Like, it's so insane in any facet that you can think of. If you like, just decisions, how fighters fought, refs playing a part, not being consistent here and there, weird nut shots and this and that, judges scorecard, like, whatever you want to say. It had everything into one.
The thing for me when I am trying to decide between a fight to go or a fight to start round 3 or an over 2.5, women's fights are more likely to finish in the second half of a round when they're tired and they're grappling. Men's fights, generally speaking, are more likely to finish in the first half of the round when they're striking and fresh. The exception would be like a jiu-jitsu wizard male, right? But so I like men's fights to start round 2 and a women's fight over 1.5. Like, okay. I'll take that half round in women's fights. Yeah. Because I feel like it's going to take them that half round to get the position.
It makes sense. For sure.
I'll tell you, it doesn't work all the time.
No. There's never a foolproof system. If you know Vegas and you play any table games, you have systems, you have methods, but there's never a foolproof method.
Well, you know what Vegas says to somebody with the system, right? Welcome.
Yes, because money's going to keep coming in until they figure out their system and how much money you're going to waste trying to figure it out.
Or thinking you have a system.
Mm-hmm. Once you know there's not a foolproof system, you're good to go. Take your money and run. I got Volkov, Jandiroba, and GANE. Can't go against GANE. He's being underestimated here. Went 25 with Ngannou. Yeah, that was a good one. Volkov live after round 1 for sure. Hope Volkov replicates your I can't even say his name. UFC performance last week. He could. It could be something along those lines. So
God, I was so proud of not having Bekoev in a single parlay. Just for
I messed up. Okay, thanks.
Oh no, sorry.
No,
but it
was
didn't
one
matter.
parlay. It's fine. It didn't even matter because I had DeRitter in the same parlay and they both lost. So I didn't give a fuck.
I had DeRitter. I had Manon fight overs. Yeah. So I mean, I was early in the night. I passed.
I had Faro by decision. That was one of my plays too. Who would have thought?
No,
it was just a weird card, dude.
Yeah. Early in the night, though, I was patting myself in the back like you can't believe when Barlow and Bekoff lost. I was so proud. Didn't fucking matter.
Huh. Scooz Cuz said Mario's mentioned recently he's never been outside the country. That is wild.
Wow.
For one, I am shocked. He's never been to even Mexico or Canada, which does make sense. Because I don't remember him being in any weird fight nights or whatever like that. I'm happy with fight goes the distance at plus 110. For this fight?
He must be talking about the Derna fight.
Maybe. If you got it early for the Umar fight, that's a good one. For sure. Next one, though, we'll do Verna Jandaroba versus Mackenzie Dern. Who do you like?
I'm on Verna. Better. Got the line movement wrong. Disappointed.
What'd you better at?
Like 114.
Oh, it's not bad. If I get plus money, you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, she's like plus 136 or something now.
When did you bet her though?
Like Saturday, like right after the fights.
Really? She was that low on Saturday?
Yeah.
Wow.
When I look at this card, I can't wait to talk about the main event. I've got lots of plays on that, but when I look at this card, Verna just jumped out at me. You know,
there's no way she should be the dog in this fight. There's only one reason why she's the dog in this fight.
She lost last time, or people love Dern?
No, people love Dern. People and her booty.
Dern. Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Earlier, I was telling the girlfriend, I was like, I don't really have any jokes lined up for tonight. And I was like, normally I've got some good jokes. I feel like I found a couple as we went, but normally I got a joke but I was like, last time I had a good Dern joke about her being the most well-rounded fighter in the UFC. But I've already used that. It didn't get
well-rounded behind in the UFC.
It didn't get the most passionate laugh. It got a small chuckle.
She's like, ha.
Real funny.
Real funny.
Yeah.
But if you said to a guy, they're like, ha, yeah. Yes, you are right, sir. Sorry, go ahead.
No, but so I know Dern won last time. I know that
super close fight though.
Yeah, and Dern has leveled up gigantically since then. I've been saying that this is a new Dern, like in the Loopy fight last time out. I was on Reboss, but I'm stupid because I was saying this is a new Dern who actually can strike. Dern used to have the worst striking, just like arm punches, no ass, and believe it or not, she would get no torque in those punches. Now she's like a baseball player. Like she's getting torque on all of her strikes. She's really improved tremendously. Her wrestling is much stronger now. So I get it. Dern already beat her. Dern's vastly improved. Verna's got 2 bum knees. I can understand why someone would pick Dern. I can't imagine that Dern's going to fight off takedowns. I can't imagine that she's going to submit her off her back. So yeah, I'm on Dern. I'm sorry, I'm on Verna, the money line. This is the fight.
Wait,
I have the most action on so far.
Were you hoping to be on Dern, or is that why you said that, or joking, dude?
I just like it when she's got top control. If Verna's gonna be riding out top control the whole time, the camera angles are
Dern could be on top all day. That's fine. We'll be happy.
Yes, that would be much more watchable. So I've got 3 straight bets on this, all for a full unit. Verna money line,
love it.
Fight to be won by split, plus 500 on Bet Online.
I can see it.
And Verna TKO in round 3, 4, or 5, plus 5,000 for a full unit. It's probably my only crazy risky big bet I'll play.
That's not too bad of a take though, because Dern, she's gonna survive probably the grappling and all the submissions. So the only way you can maybe get her out of there is you just trap her and you just keep late.
Who
Like
knows? If we have soft
going.
ass Chris Tione in there and
Yeah.
he sees that pretty
I mean,
face
if it's
taking 12
Jason,
elbow.
Jason, you just live bet the over. Just go.
Yeah,
Put a mortgage on that.
definitely. DraftKings will let you live bet the prop, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. So yeah, it should be a really fun fight. I have a very high opinion of both of them. The UFC would love Dern to be the champ. She's more
100%.
exciting, more marketable. But Verna's about to crush all their hopes.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm on Verna. And I'm pretty confident she wins. I think she's the better wrestler. And if she's on top, she ain't getting subbed. She ain't gonna get reversed. Nothing like that. Where Dern has the ability to maybe win this fight is on the feet, which is probably what she did in the first fight. But she was so sloppy, and Verna did not really like her striking is not great either. So it was just a weird, sloppy women's fight where you're expecting a lot of grappling and it didn't happen. This is going to be completely different. Like Dern didn't even see any of Verna's grappling then. She's totally going to see like all of Verna's grappling now. Like Verna's shown in like all of her wins, probably since that fight, that she grapples. Like, and she will grapple and grapple and grapple and grapple and grapple and grapple and grapple. And she doesn't care who it is. Like, she shouldn't be scared that she's grappling Dern, because I do think like maybe that just cancel each other out, but she's the better wrestler. She's going to be on top. Like, she'll be okay. And she's going to win the minutes that way. She can land some good ground and pound here and there, and just stay on top that way. And I'm sure Mackenzie will probably play off her back for a while. And then maybe after a while, maybe 2 rounds, she's like, crap, I can't do that anymore if I get taken down. And she's got terrible takedown defense. Terrible. Mm-hmm. So I love Verna in the spot. The only way Dern wins is if Verna legit says, I'm not going to grapple and wrestle, and it's going to be a striking fight. That's it. And that's not going to happen this time. No way. The rematches never happen the same way.
No.
Never.
So I was truly surprised that, you know, the Verna wasn't the favorite. I mean, she was a sizable favorite over Jan Jounen. I would pick Jan Jounen all day over Dern. I'm big on Jan Jounen. You remember I was on your show for Zhang Weili, and I told you I got a hot take. I've got a effing fortune on Jan Jounen, including her KO prop, and she almost KO'd Zhang Weili. Like, I'm the biggest Jan Jounen fan there is. Verna was a favorite over her. Jan Jounen would knock Dern the fuck out.
Yeah. And another thing too, like it kind of like just raised a little red flag with me is like Dern said, like if she had to fight Weili right now, she wouldn't be ready. And I'm like, but Verna is ready to fight Weili. Like she should be next. She was probably ready, like mentally, to that's her next fight. Now she's fighting someone that's not as good as Weili, and she's like, let's go, like let's eat. And like, I don't know. That's another thing too. Like, I think it might be a little bit mental with Dern as well, because I don't think she thinks she can be a champion. That's essentially what I'm saying. I don't think she thinks in her head that she's going to be the champion yet, because she already said that she can't beat Weili.
That's interesting. I'll say though that I've been, you know, repeatedly impressed by Dern's heart and grit, and like, there's been moments where if she didn't have that belief, she could have quit, and she didn't.
Yeah. So I mean, she's going to try. Like, she's not going to quit on herself, but she already has it in her mind that she's not ready for.
I don't know. I hear you, but like the grit that I've seen from her.
Oh no, I get it.
You could not like muster.
I don't see her quitting, but when you have that, like even a little bit of doubt, and anything bad that happens in the fight, that could escalate a lot quicker than it normally would.
No doubt.
So
I'm glad you're on the same side. I was excited. Yeah. And like,
no.
So
unfortunately, I think Verna is like the public dog of the card, and I hate being on the dog that everybody's on. But I think this line is just wrong, and everybody really loves Dern. I totally get it. Totally get why.
It's especially concerning.
For that reason only, though.
Seems to be on Verna, but the line keeps moving towards Dern. It means heavy money's coming in on Dern, or the books know something that we don't. Like, that Verna actually has a third bum knee.
Well, also, I just realized it's Brazil. Verna.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Again. But Mackenzie Dern is basically Brazilian as well, even though she's claims US. It's
Yeah.
still a far travel for her as well. So
I guess it depends on what accent she uses on Saturday if your model applies to her or not.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I totally get that for sure. We'll go to the main event. We'll get this one real quick. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. I'll go real quick. I'm gonna go Tom Aspinall. He's just too explosive, and there's a clear path to victory, and it's get this fight to the mat, 100%. But even then, if he doesn't, it's gonna struggle a little bit. And if this fight gets into round 4 and 5, I do worry for Tom. But if Tom was smart, which I do think he's a smart fighter, he might use that explosive striking to set up that crazy takedown, which is not going to take much to get Gane down. And I think he's going to be able to get a sub. I like Tom by round 1, 2, or 3 sub. You can find that on FanDuel. If you can't find it 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2. So I know a lot of people are thinking KO. I'm going sub. It's his easiest path to victory. It's like plus 280 or even more on certain books. It's a fantastic look. And then the money line, I think it's parlayable. Gane has a chance, but he needs to drag this fight out, as he always does in every one of his fights. We've seen it time and time again. That's how he wins. Death by 1,000 cuts, but Tom is literally the exact opposite. He's explosive until I knock you out in rounds 1 or 2 or submit you, which submission is the easiest way. What do you think?
Absolutely agree with every word. I've got an insane amount coming in when Tom wins. Sadly, only 9.6 units like official bets that are going to cash if Tom wins. I've got like 40 of just crap that I played myself that sadly I didn't recommend. So I need Tom bad. If Tom wins, whoever wins the Super Bowl, I'm winning a gigantic amount of dough. I need Tom bad. I think, like you said, the grappling upside is there. I mean, Tom is he's record breaking and he's a statistical anomaly is an understatement. He outlands opponents by a whopping 5 significant strikes per minute. That's number 1 in UFC history. Earlier, we talked about somebody, Park, outlanding folks by 1 per minute, and that's a big difference. Mm-hmm. Tom outlands by 5.18. Number 1 in UFC history for a heavyweight. He lands 8 significant strikes per minute, 3rd best in UFC history, just behind Joshua Van and Ribovich. Mm-hmm. Incredible power, getting a knockdown over 3% of the time that he lands anything. If he touches you 33 times, you're falling down once. 100% takedown defense, 100% takedown accuracy. This guy is just a literal cheat code. He is Thanos. And he's going to get a sub here if he wants to. I think Gane's only path to victory is decision, which was plus 1,400, now plus 900. If you're playing Gane, I think you 1,000,000% play that. We've seen
you can just do 4 or 5 decision too on FanDuel.
Sure, but
just to be safe. You never know.
I love it.
We've never really seen Tom
cardio. You're right; it's an unknown, but his durability is so damn impressive.
Oh, yeah.
And was Gane able to wear down Derek Lewis and get that late attritional KO? Sure. I don't think that's happening to Tom, but I hear you. To be a little safer. But if we're getting risky with the prop, I think you play that decision prop on Gane. I think that's his path to victory. I think it should be essentially his money line. But I'm on Tom, and I'm ready to put him in one of our parlays coming up.
I like it. We're already in. Let's go. So we got him.
So I got, we have a couple of options here. I got a 2-leg plus 1655, and I think it hits 20% of the time.
Okay. What we got?
Tom sub.
Love it.
Walter Walker round 1 sub.
Plus I would just see. Plus let me just do.
I think if we just did the sub, it didn't quite make it. It wasn't quite 1,000. Yeah.
I thought Walker would be plus 100, right?
Yeah.
Plus 130. Oh, for 2-leg. Okay. I'm thinking of a 3-leg because I usually do 3. I think that's what my problem is.
No, but that's what I was going to mention. We could go a little safer because I think this plus 1655 hits 1 in 5 at least. But we've had success in the past coming up with 3 or 4 lock legs that get to that plus 1,000 with your money.
We could do one more. What's like a super safe, like, even if we did, let's say Walker by sub, Tom by sub, and like something.
Umar decision, Nasrat decision, Delgado KO, Maxim decision, Amarim. I'm torn on Amarim props actually.
Let me look at
Merca.
We can do Maxim by decision. That's plus 100. That's actually not even that bad. 1740.
I love it.
That's what our beer money is going to be.
So that's just two subs in the decision.
Yeah. You want to do a cycle?
You could, yeah.
We'd have to get rid of Valter for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
because that's the middle one. So
interestingly, we can do the KO props, Delgado.
That's the only one I was looking at maybe for a KO prop.
Yeah.
And there's not really a lot of people that I think are going to get KOs other than Delgado, maybe maybe Azamat.
Hamdi, like at some point Barnett's just going to fall over, and I don't think Hamdi's arms are long enough to like lock in any submission around this guy.
He literally did nothing in rounds 2 and 3 to lose that fight to Usman.
Yeah.
That's what worries me.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
Yeah, Hamdi was very content just to cash a check there. You're right.
Yeah. So it's Delgado or Azamat. Or do you want to just stick with what we got? Which I'm okay with actually just sticking with what we got. But
I'm okay with the Tom one is the only risky one, I feel like, because Tom could obviously get a KO.
Plus 300 though.
For what? Delgado KO?
The sub.
Oh, for the sub, right. Yeah. Like
Tom.
That's why it's still
what is Delgado KO?
Probably plus 110. If he's like minus 160.
175.
Oh, holy shit. Dude, for Chinny Nathaniel Wood. I like that value.
You want to check out Walker and do that?
Yeah, we can do
a cycle.
Or no, I think Walker's getting the sub. It's Tom that I would take out because Tom could get a KO.
Let's see. Yeah, you're true. That's true. Let me see what the what that is with Walker in there. I do think Walker gets the sub as well. I'm not like trying to say it's not going to happen, but I just took that out because it's the middle. Like Tom had a better thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that hits too.
Yeah,
1165.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's do that one.
Let's do it.
Let me type it in. Let's do the easy money. That's going to be the easiest one to figure that out.
For that, I think we're on all the same favorites. I'm real chalky on this card. I would go Azat, Hamdi, Valter Walker.
We are not doing Hamdi. Get that out of your mouth.
Well, let me put it a different way. We could parlay Tom Aspinall, Azat Maxim, and Chris Barnett's opponent.
Okay.
Does that sound a little better?
I was gonna say, I know we already. Oh, we could just do Tom and somebody else.
Well, we got to be like to plus 100, right? Like, yeah, I mean,
around plus 100.
Tom and Maxim wouldn't do it. We could do Tom, Maxim, and Walker. Oh, we could do the same 3 legs, just
money lines.
Yeah.
No, Delgado and Tom.
I should
money lines.
I should jam. I'm about to be on 138 MMA show in 4 minutes.
I know. I'm trying to get you out of here quick.
I know. Johnny was normally our last show. We went like 3 hours. So we were.
I'm sure we go wild sometimes.
Yeah. I should jam and let you. I'll let you.
So Tom,
easy money.
Tom is mine. Are you leaving me?
Yeah. I want to go get a shot. These are empty.
Okay, who do you want? Real quick, we're gonna leave.
I want Tom Aspinall by murder. We could do Tom inside the distance if you want.
Tom is minus 350 right now.
Yeah, I know. Money's been coming in against him strangely. Like for a while, he was like minus 460 on FanDuel, and I was only playing him on DraftKings. And money's coming against him. It happens.
Tom Amorim, and Maxim. Do you like Amorim?
I think I'm more confident in Valter Walker at a better price.
Okay. Let's just do that then.
All right, brother.
Tom,
I'll see you soon for another shot.
Sounds good. Take care, and I'll let everybody know what our easy money will be.
Thank you for having me on. Derek and Thomas, Dream, all you guys, Scuzz, Ripside, Oscar. You guys are the guts. I even told my people, I was like, hop on. Like Johnny's got the best live chat. They chat the whole time. Join us. So thanks for everybody that did.
No problem. Have fun. Tell everyone I said hi.
I will.
All right, later, man. All right, we'll do it real quick. I'm going to finish this up. So we're going to do Tom. We're going to do Walker. Money lines. This is only going to be money lines. And we're going to do Maxim as well. So that's about plus 100, actually, which is pretty weird. We'll just do that. Because I think we're all pretty confident on, me and him are confident on these. We'll just do the money lines of that. Yeah, it's about plus 100. Put that on there as well. That's going to be the easy money parlay. I know it's 3. We usually do 2, but if we're super confident, why not just run 3 and hope for the best? So, yeah, even Saba loves it. So if Saba says it's going to hit, it's going to hit, guys. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us. I know it's been a little over 2 hours, so I don't like it to go over 2 hours too crazy unless we have like 5 people on. We're all having fun. So appreciate you hanging out with us. Paku, Oscar, appreciate you coming out with us. Elijah Juan, Saba, Derek, Johnny. When the local news says the Bulls are going to have a rough night, and I bet on the Pistons, the Bulls are up 58. That I don't ever bet on the Bulls because they are literally like they're just a coin flip. They're going to be good one game and then look terrible one game. They don't have any consistency whatsoever. So, and that's why I don't really bet the NBA. But the Bulls are fun to watch, whether they lose or win. They're fun, so that's good. Ripside, appreciate you hanging out. Scuzz, appreciate you hanging out with us. Anybody else I'm missing? It's been probably been a while. I'm scrolling through the thing. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Ulysses, what's up, man? Big W, appreciate you hanging out with me or us, and we'll see you next week. Good luck to everybody in their bets. Hopefully, we gave you some good insight, some bets, and hopefully win some, easy money parlay, beer money. I love it, and hopefully it's not UFC. What was it? Vancouver again, because that was just the worst thing in the world. So take care. Good luck. See you next time.